Doing it live. Let's tell the other guys that we're on. Oh, I gotta plug this thing in. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Except for one thing. I look like a rapist. Get some more light in here.
A rapist?
Yeah, something. All right.
Where's that sketch?
The Grapist from the Whitest Kids You Know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. What? Come here, kids!
Love it. Takes him down to the basement and he grapes him.
That's a classic. I miss you, Trevor. All right. Hello. Okay. All right. I am playing the OG Super Mario Brothers. Cam, did you ever play this?
Like a couple minutes of it.
Yeah, dust off that Switch, man.
Yeah, right?
Oh, you pay that all of $20 for Nintendo Switch Online. So my plan for the, before I wax poetic, I should probably make sure all my sound is working, because I would hate to say all this crap and have nothing work. It sounds like it's working. Wow. Things working, Cam. This is a... Is that Robert?
I don't know if game audio is coming through, but everything else is working. Hey there, Robert.
Stream.
And yeah, since you were mentioning jank, it reminded me of what I did to stream the Switch before. I got a capture card,
Uh-huh.
and I got that as a display input into OBS Studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just had the preview window open, and I streamed the preview window to Discord so that my friends could see me playing the Switch game.
There you go. So what I had to do, I was not able to output the sound from the Switch to the computer. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I didn't have the patience to figure out how. So instead, I have decided to put in a pair of headphones on top of another pair of headphones. So I am simultaneously I've got two sets of headphones. One to talk to you and one to play the game so I can hear the game.
Nice.
Incredible feats of engineering that we do here.
Oh yeah, that was the other reason I did it, is so that the game audio would go through my computer.
Yeah, exactly. And let me get up the... So, but I wanted to do the classic game thing because you can, with the enhancements they put in the thing, you can beat these games in like 10 minutes, some of them. So I was like, well, let me just take a trip down memory lane, play some of the classics, and then if I die, I'll just rewind it.
Perfect.
And my plan was I was gonna tell stories of... Wow, I should have died right there. The past of these games that I have played when I was a child. Kind of like talking about your high school days, So, yeah. Of course, I don't know what story I would tell. It was back in 1994, Cam. Mm-hmm. Actually, it might have been 1993. Back in 1993, and we didn't have a video game system. No video games in the Jones household. And my mom had some type of connection with somebody, and I remember they had an original NES, and like it was like, oh, my son's off to college, he's got this old NES, and I don't know, like, he can give it to you. I don't know if my mom bought it or just got it. And it, you know, the like power brick at the end, it was like duct taped. Like it was like had a duct tape like power adapter. And I think it had like 2 games, I want to say. We had Super Mario Brothers and like, I don't know, something else. And that was how, and it seemed old at the time. I mean, I guess it was like 93 or something, so the NES came out in, I think, 85. And yeah. And I remember, I don't know, there was a very brief period where I had like a TV in my room when I was really little. And I remember like playing this, trying to play Super Mario Brothers on this thing. And I thought I was being really slick by like playing it like right before bed or something, and my mom came in and saw that it was still on. It was like, you were trying to play video games. No, what? I wasn't gonna turn it back on as soon as you left the room. That was like,
TV off, game system on.
Yeah, TV off. Yeah, exactly. She saw the light on the little red light on the front of the NES, and it was my downfall. I should have taped the light. And
Classic.
yeah, and that's like my earliest gaming memory, with the first game I had, which was this game, Super Mario Brothers. Clearly, I'm not much better than I was at the time. I remember, I think I remember Kanan beating it one time, my brother. And, like, getting to the final dungeon, the final Bowser showdown, and just, like, the coolest thing about, or I wouldn't say the coolest thing, but you're like going through the dungeon, and probably the biggest trick in the game is the fact that you go through that dungeon, and it keeps like resetting unless you go the right way. So you keep going in a loop. So you just didn't know that as a kid, and then you just start noticing, you're like, wow, that looks the same. And you just keep going and going until you run out of time. And I just remember, I think he beat it. I don't remember for sure. It seems pretty small time. But woo! Robert, do you have any memories from original Super Mario?
Yeah, I remember my buddy, I think it was Joey Ruffalo or Joey. He was pretty cool. But yeah, he had the SNES and the NES and things, and yeah, it was like a big deal. We're going over there and playing those. We didn't have any game system at the time either, so like yeah, it was just so like life-changing playing those games and blowing on the cartridges and stuff.
Oh yeah, blowing on the cartridge.
My backdoor neighbor with the duck hunt. I'm like, okay, this is crazy.
So one thing that's really cool, I mean, some of that early technology, it's kind of like old, it's like old movie special effects, you know? Back when they had all the limitations, you're like, how the hell did they figure out how to do this? You know, back when there was so little, you know.
I'm like, oh, and the technology doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Oh, the light gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam, you probably know better than me, but I'm pretty sure the way that light gun tech worked was that when you press the button, the screen would flash, and there was like some type of sensor that would tell if you were aiming the gun at the right portion of the screen where the flash was happening on the screen. Like, so like basically there would be this, the screen would flash, and then it would like the place where the duck would turn like a certain color, and the gun recognized if you were aiming at the right spot at that moment. And that's how the light gun tech worked. And I guess it's something about the way the CRT TVs were that it doesn't work like that anymore. What's that?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's
Yeah,
like a
I'm
whole
watching
genre.
video on it. It's crazy because I think it was even more complicated than that. It was like really weird because it doesn't really detect where you're aiming exactly. It
Yeah.
only detects if it sees the flash at all, because it flashes for a single frame. And I forget if it's the gun detecting the flash, or if the gun like shoots infrared into the TV, and then like after the flash, that does something weird with the TV where the game can pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah,
I just know
it's crazy.
just like some of the engineering things that they pulled off when they just, you know, the limitations that they had on stuff. I remember there was an edition of the original Super Mario Brothers called Super Mario Deluxe that came out on the Game Boy Color, and I got that, and Uncle Brad was a bit like loved Mario Brothers, and I remember taking it up to the cottage one time, and like he was always on it. Like he's like, hey, I beat it for you. He beat the original. Like he sat with my Game Boy for like 3 hours or something on a trip up to the cottage and like beat the entire Super Mario Brothers.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool. My batteries are dead now. Robert, I can't really hear you. I don't know if you're trying to talk right now.
No, sorry, I was moving around trying to get stuff in my house.
Oh, okay.
That was my battery just laughing because I was like, oh my god, the battery's dying on the Game Boys. I remember how epic that was. Oh, like, battery.
Yeah, that was the ultimate limitation as a kid with the portable gaming battery life ending. But yeah, over the course of time, managed to get a decent collection of original SNES or NES games. Oh boy. And yeah, I love that thing. I mean, so the original Super Mario Brothers doesn't hold up like that well, like the one I'm playing right now. But seriously, everybody should play Mario Brothers 3. Like the Super Mario Brothers 3 is like still, you know, one of the very best platform games ever. I think, but maybe I'm biased. I don't know. What world am I at? 6-4? It goes up to like 8. I know. I think I missed a warp pipe somewhere. I'm pretty sure there's another warp pipe you can get that'll take you to like world 8 or something. Jesus. Should've gotten that mushroom. It's a good thing we got the cheats activated, folks.
Yeah, imagine how long this would take if you had to go back each time.
Yeah, I know. So you know Nintendo had like... Oh my god. Honestly, it would be faster if I went back, because then I would just come at it with a mushroom, and then I wouldn't have to do this. Oh, that one is totally not there. Cam, are you actually watching this? I hope not.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I mean, no, I'm not watching.
I can't do it when everyone's watching. I did it! Alright, note to self. Go in there with a frickin' what do you call it? Mushroom. So I don't have to do that
Extra
noise.
life.
Yeah. 7-1. Okay. We're getting there. Whoop. Whoop. Son of a... I shot for sure one of those would be a mushroom.
I heard you're coming in for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it should be. Government's probably still gonna be closed, so...
Are you furloughed?
What's that? Yeah, I'm furloughed.
Are you? Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Just waiting for the sweet release of death.
So how does that work? Do you get unemployment or?
Like, I applied for unemployment. I didn't really look at what happened to my application. I mean, I'm not in any type of...
Well, they got 1 million applications in a day, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, I don't, I'm fine. I'm not, like, worried about money. Don't tell the government that, though.
Yeah. No, I know. I was just kind of curious. Like I collect whatever benefits you can collect whenever you can collect them, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I'm
didn't.
not, yeah, because you're like, who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and it's free money. It's like and that's why we pay taxes. That's what all these things are for. Like,
Yeah.
but I wonder if they're delaying all the applications, being like, well, let's just hope the government opens up and we don't have to deal with any of these people.
Whoa. Ah, the water level.
It's a real classic.
Dang
The
it.
music changes.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's
This
only
is someone-
I think there's only 3 songs in the game. I think there's the main level, the dungeon level, and the water level. Whew.
Was there also sky levels?
Oh yeah, there's the yeah, you're right. When you get the beanstalk or whatever and you climb the beanstalk.
Yeah.
And there's like the cloud level. We're doing it, boys. I remember with the NES getting, which it's on the or the whatever you want to call it, Nintendo Online, is Tecmo Bowl. Me and my brother would play each other in Tecmo Bowl, which I might play that game for maybe all of 30 seconds or something, because it's a football game. There's literally 4 plays in the whole game. And I'm pretty sure if you and your opponent picked like the same play, it's an interception. So there's four offensive plays and 4 defensive plays, I think. And if you pick the same ones, it's a interception. Which is kind of funny.
That's funny.
Speaking about interceptions, how are the Bears doing?
They started off strong. Dan was giving us updates.
Wait, are they
Cut
playing
off like
Monday
10 or-
are they playing Monday night tonight?
Yeah, they're playing right now.
Oh shit. I was kind of joking. I figured they lost on Sunday or something.
Oh, they were in the lead. That Dan? There's caps.
You know who I am. How dare you?
Oh, it's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
Jen.
not him.
It's my friend. Robert, this is Jen. She's my friend.
Hi, Jen.
How's it going?
I'm Robert, aka the Thrasher.
I'm apparently have 17 different names, but Jen.
Caps.
As Jake said. Caps.
I'm playing the OG Super Mario Brothers, Jen. Going down memory lane. And I'm falling for whatever the trap is that I'm falling for right now because I'm not able to navigate the... Oh, I figured it out. Okay. Alright, let's try going down and then... Okay, so let's go up.
Yeah, that's Danny.
Jen, do you have any memory... Oh. Oh, no, okay. Jen, do you have any pertinent memories of the original Super Mario Brothers?
More so of Duck Hunt. I was brutal on those ducks. It was really, really good.
I mean, it's kind of like the part of the game,
first-
but yeah.
Yeah, well, I know. For Super Mario Brothers, I just like the side scrolling. The lack of ability to go back was just a constant source of tragedy
Yeah.
in my late childhood.
Well, I seem to be unable to navigate this maze that I, at one time in my life, was able to navigate when I was 7. That's always a nice confidence booster.
How the mighty have fallen.
Maybe you have to pick which one of these to go up, is what it is. Alright, let's try that again. Maybe you have to go go up this way? Maybe it's the second one. I really don't know what to do.
Bears are up by 3.
That's not like them at all.
Hey, testing. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Danny.
I can hear you now.
Alright, what's up? What's up? How's everyone's night going?
It's going.
Wow.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna have to actually look this up. Let's see.
Are you serious?
It's like some combination of like Bros. Seven. Don't patronize. Don't insult me, Jennifer. You must choose the correct
Insulting
path.
you.
You must. It says you must choose the correct. It's a puzzle. What's the solution? Do you have any idea how stupid this makes me feel? I beat this when I was
His
7.
playing thing is on the stairs somewhere, Tom.
You have to go bottom, middle, top, middle, top. Whoa. Well, that's pretty complicated. So... bottom, middle, top.
Do we got a new member of the
Top.
crew, Tom's asking?
Top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caps, caps, caps. Middle.
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome, Caps Cap.
Thank
That's-
you. You can call me Jen if it's easier.
That's my friend
Okay,
Jen.
for sure. Nice to meet you,
Making-
Jen. I'm Dan, Jake, and Cam's cousin.
Oh, hi. One of the cousins.
Yeah, it's kind of our like gaming meetup time we do. So that's why I saw someone new. I was like, oh, nice, that's cool.
It's better than who the hell is that?
Yeah, no, exactly. Always welcoming of a new member of the squad. Are you guys playing? What are you guys playing tonight?
I am doing Retro Night. I am playing the original Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, interesting.
But I think I've exhausted all the memory that I can draw from the game, unless anybody has some specific memories of original Super Mario Brothers that they want to share.
No.
Are you playing that like on Xbox, or how are you getting Mario games on an Xbox?
Mario on Xbox? No. No.
Oh, right, you're hooked up to the Discord from your PC, right?
Yeah, I'm playing on Switch. So I had to
Oh, okay.
in order to get the sound from the Switch, I have plugged in headphones into my computer, and I have headphones plugged into my monitor that I play on, so I'm like 2 pairs of headphones right now.
Oh, got it. That's why I was confused, because I was like, wait a second, and then I was like, oh yeah, we're in a Discord party, not an Xbox party.
Yes,
Yeah.
Discord party. I don't.
Imagine if Mario did go on to Xbox. That would be like absolutely insane.
No, it'll never happen.
Yeah, honestly, you're probably right, because Nintendo is very protective over their IP.
It might happen someday.
I don't know, I feel like Xbox was pulling out of the gaming world more than ever recently.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm actually thinking that in the next generation I might have to do something I've never done. Buy a PlayStation.
Yeah, if you want a console, yeah.
Like,
Well, Xbox is kind of like moving some of its like what's it called? Some of its player base over to PC, it seems like, because of the Game Pass integration. That's just the vibe I'm getting.
yeah.
Yeah, they're really focusing on the whole games for Windows Live sort of thing.
That's what I'm thinking. Like they literally said they were like, yeah, like as a business, like
Yeah.
consoles are not as profitable as they used to be.
I think the Game Pass thing. I think the console for me, like they should just be like, hey, let's make a modular PC unit for gamers who don't care about the computing, you know, like, and let them hook up a keyboard, you know, like let them play
Yeah.
PC games on it.
Like kind of make it a hybrid between console and PC almost.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I see what you're saying now.
Because there's so many games that just, I think it's annoying to hook up a controller to a PC. Like, you're like, oh, Bluetooth, and you gotta turn it on, and you gotta make sure it's compatible, and do, like, a firmware update sometimes, or whatever. I just don't, like,
Yeah,
the reason I'm resilient to PC gaming is just because of, I don't know.
The extra setup and stuff.
Yeah, like, you turn on the console, you turn it on, and it works. That's, like, the best thing about a console.
See, I had that mindset too at one point, and I went to PC gaming and pretty much never looked back, aside from exclusives.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't know it's better, Cam. I know it's better, you know. It's just,
Oh yeah,
Well,
not
the
like mean like a
only-
superiority thing. I just mean like once you get into it for a while, all
Yeah.
that stuff becomes a lot easier, and it's like, oh yeah, like that was daunting to begin with, but now it's like riding a bike. It's easy.
yeah.
I feel like the main argument that could still be made for consoles is that you could like comfortably play like the highest threshold of game for like about 7 years, like a full generation, compared to a PC where you could get left behind pretty darn quick.
No, no, that's not advancing that fast anymore.
Yeah.
That is true. No, that is a good point. That's kind of fallen off, like how because didn't they used to basically leave you behind like every 3 years or 4 years, like you had to upgrade your like graphics card or CPU or whatever.
I think it,
Yeah,
it
Yeah, it
was
used to go obsolete, but like nowadays, the new generation of graphics card is hardly better than the old one. And even then, like you just turn the graphics down a little bit, it still looks fantastic. Like it's still doing better than console. And yeah, you're just going.
a lot of times
That makes sense.
what would happen back in the day is there would be like some one game that would push the boundary, like Doom 3 or something, and be like, oh yeah, Doom 3 requires this brand new graphics card. But nowadays I think they do a lot better of like, because they want to sell, you know, so games will just scale down, like they'll have the option to scale stuff down, you know, settings.
Now the cards that are like out there right now, they're manageable to buy. Like they can handle good games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like now PC graphics cards are almost good for a whole generation as well. It's not like 2014 where you get like fucked over every 2 years and have to spend 500 on a new card.
That's what I was trying to say. Like before, the game will literally not even launch if your graphics card is not strong enough. But like nowadays, you turn the graphics down a little bit, and now the game runs fine.
Okay. So it's a little bit more flexible than it used to be.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
because like you're still gonna get left behind in terms of ultra settings, but like I said, you just turn the graphics down a little bit, and you're fine.
Yeah, that does make sense, actually. And then the only other argument that can be made is price, but the fact that PC gives you free online does somewhat negate the whole price argument.
Yeah. Not to mention all the other stuff that you can do on PC, and it's a lot easier to sail the seven seas.
Yeah, that's what my buddy always made the argument of, oh, well, my PC can do work, and the gaming console is only for gaming, you know, unless your job is gaming. Like, you're not really doing any work on a console. I'm like, okay, that's a fair point. I didn't even think about that for students and people that primarily do their work on a computer.
Yeah, and for me now, 3D printing, because that apparently takes a lot of processing power.
Oh, so having a beefier unit is helpful?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
do the slice for the model to like, turn it into G-code, and my whole computer will like lag for a couple seconds. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's using the power.
Having a beefier unit can be a real curse, though. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You said
Oh my
You
God.
said beefier unit.
Okay, no, that does sound a little sus. I do realize that now. Beefier unit.
Wait.
That is actually mad funny.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of hammers.
Yeah. I'm
Did
gonna
you guys get the new Battlefield yet?
No. I just
Oh,
saved the
I think
princess.
A lot of my friends got it.
I was gonna say, I'm playing it right now. I'm having fun, but the skill gap is a little rough, because I'm like, I've never really played Battlefield other than Battlefield 1, like the World War I one that came out in 2017. So this is a little much how tactical it is and like how grounded it is compared to Call of Duty, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot.
See, that's like the exact reason I didn't really want to get it. I am so washed when it comes to first-person shooters.
Amen. Amen.
But there's so many people playing, and it's so new. I
So,
feel like you
why-
can kind of get started.
I thought Battlefield was on its like death throes.
No, it's still going super strong.
And, like,
or
now-
maybe it got revitalized since you last checked on it, because it was not doing too good for a while, but it really made a bounce back, especially after like Battlefield 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was basically Battlefield 1 was their like revival in 2017. Then around COVID it died out again, and then now this is the next like, oh my gosh, we're so hyped, like new blockbuster Battlefield, like everyone's so excited. Like now it's back, I guess, allegedly.
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 It's ignorant.
Allegedly. Yeah, No, go ahead. I was just
I am playing Tecmo Bowl. Going way back. I'm gonna play it for like 5 minutes. Sorry. Go on.
nice. Oh, I was just gonna say I'm having fun playing Battlefield, but I am getting the shit annoyed out of me playing these like objective games I'm not used to, and like I don't know, it's a bigger map, and if they start like steamrolling you a bit and pushing you back into your spawn, you're just fucked because you're having to run like 45 seconds out into the fight, get like two-shotted by some 13-year-old, and then get sent back to spawn, run back out. So I'm definitely getting my sea legs again.
Call of Duty, where it's just a little tiny map with containers.
Wait, sorry, what was that?
It was so fun.
Oh, Shipment? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Raw in MW
That's my
2019.
Yeah,
They
just
put that-
24/7. That brought that back for basically every game now.
Yeah, it's so crucial. But in that map too, like if you start getting pinned into corners, like you are just absolutely boned.
Yeah,
But the
like,
spawns are so fucked up. You're only boned for a few seconds before the spawns go do something wacky, and now you're on the other side of the map.
yeah.
Well, like they can kind of like space out the teams just enough where it's like you're not necessarily spawn killing, but like you can never really get anything going. So then I have a class just for that when I was doing Shipment 24/7, where I'd have 2 smoke grenades and 2 grenades to spawn with, and just immediately smoke one corner, grenade, into like the other corners, the same corners. And like I died like once or twice, getting kind of spawn killed, and all of a sudden the whole map started to get smoked out, and they couldn't hold it down anymore because it's literally the whole map is smoke.
I remember that.
Smokes were a lot
You're
of
the
fun.
king.
Shotgun's a lot of fun. That's
And
like
then
the
I'd
perfect
post
mode for
record.
getting unlocks for any guns.
Anybody got any original NES games that they recall playing or have memories of? Nope. Just me. You guys are too old, too young.
Yeah,
No,
that's
listen.
a little bit before my time.
Well, I was trying to
I'm-
think what. Or sorry, you go ahead.
Jen.
I was just gonna say I'm very passionate about two games because I did not have very many original NES games. One was Battletoads, which has been redone. It's not nearly as good as the first one, but it'll do. And then the other one was this little Micro Machines game where you could play as like tiny little tanks and race cards, and you were playing on top of like a pool table or in somebody's weird little Lego-filled kids' room. And you also had weapons for some reason, and it was a racing game, and it's the only racing game I've ever truly loved to play. The end.
Alright, I've got one. I'm doing Kirby's Adventure, the first Kirby game. 1993.
Oh my god. Kirby has the cutest little breath noise I have ever heard in my entire life.
Kirby's a legend.
Kirby's legendary, yeah.
This is how I first learned to suck at video games.
The early beginnings. Was there a Sonic game that came out on NES?
No.
No, that was
Okay.
Dreamcast.
That was Sega. Sega and Nintendo were rivals at this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. That's back when Sega still made
Made
game consoles.
Yep,
Yep.
but not anymore.
Okay.
They don't.
Because I do remember back in like 2010 or 2011, someone had a Sega, like someone that had like a good one that was still working, and they had like tons of Sonic games. And then they also had, what would it have been? The older, like 2 or 3 generations before the Wii. What was that, like N64 or something?
Maybe the Genesis? I feel like the Genesis is the one that everybody had.
Two would have been N64 because then it was GameCube, then Wii.
Okay, so it was probably the N64. I remember playing some, like that had like the cartridges, like the kind of thick cartridges.
Yeah.
To play the game? Okay. Yeah, that one I remember playing Mario on, like obviously well after the the console's lifespan or whatever, but I definitely played on that one. GameCube was fucking legendary.
So, I, in my hometown, my parents would go to work in the morning, like, you know, before I went to school. So I would, like, go and wait at this house, like, down the street for the bus. And I would just wait in the basement, and they had an NES, and they had Kirby, which I didn't have Kirby. So I played Kirby, like, I don't know, like, in the mornings before school for, I don't know, some period of time.
You were a true OG.
Yeah. I think I beat it too. Which sounds like an accomplishment until you realize that Kirby is a game that has absolutely no whatsoever.
How dare you?
Every one of the I mean, the last boss is not easy, but I'm pretty sure every one of the Kirby games has got like a, like, you know. Oh, well. I say that as I just got owned by a dancing guy with a bomb. No.
No.
Killed him and I swallowed his soul. And I don't know. That's like the only memory I have of Kirby. First Kirby game, folks. It seems like nothing now, but like it was so cool. It seems so advanced that a character in a video game could have like multiple abilities.
Right.
Like, how novel. He can do more than one thing. He can do more than just jump. He can or like having an inventory screen or something where you're like, "Oh my god."
Were those actually like things that Kirby kind of brought forth?
Well, no, not like original. No, I mean there was
There's
games.
still like Castlevania and Mega Man and stuff.
Yeah, Mega Man. There was Zelda had an inventory. I mean, there's games older than that, I think too, but I think actually the first Zelda game is actually really innovative for inventory, map usage, map discovery, having a game save file with a battery save on the cartridge was a big deal. Used to be that when you turned the game off, you had to start over.
Yeah, no, I do remember playing that, like consoles and games like that, where it was like, yep, there's no save. You just play the game all the way through.
Yeah, you got to get it all the way done in one go. The other thing with the Zelda game that was probably its most original thing that was not a non-linear game where you literally just went and you could go in any order that you wanted that you could complete the game in. So you could just kind of explore the area, and that was incredibly unique. Oh boy.
It's kind of ironic because then Zelda became more linear, and then it became open world again, and people wanted it to be linear again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, it became very linear, and then they did Breath of the Wild and made it an open world game again. Yeah.
Breath of the Wild was an amazing game on the Switch.
Yeah. I still have to play, I still have to beat Tears of the Kingdom. Which
Yeah,
is
me too.
gonna make an appearance on the stream at some point. I am playing on the Switch too, by the way. Not that it
Nice.
matters. It's really handling these Kirby 1 graphics quite effectively, I will say.
I'm still holding out hope for a Twilight Princess remake, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, they did well, not a remake, but they did like an HD version on Wii U,
Yeah,
I thought.
Wii U. They did. I don't have a Wii U, and it's an old console.
Yeah. I think Nintendo's games, I think they just sit on remakes and remasters, and then whenever their release schedule gets a little, like there's an unexpected delay or something else that happens, they just are like, okay, let's just dust off a remake and put it out. That seems to be their general...
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, you remember when they delayed the new Metroid Prime game, and then like instead that spring, like a year ago, they were like, oh yeah, here's Metroid Prime remastered. Now leave us alone.
Yeah, they kind of hate doing remakes, but yeah, every once in a while it's like, well, popular demand, and also we like money sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, they've
Some
got us-
remakes are cash grabs, and some remakes are actually like good games.
Jen, what was the name of the RC game? Because I just found an RC game on here. Was it
I don't remember.
RC Pro Am?
Let me hang on. Let
Do
me
you wanna
ask
look-
the internet.
You could look at
My-
my stream. Oh, or you could ask the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. I'm out of sync. I'm also playing Bioshock, so I'm not keeping.
You got to pay very
with
close
stream.
attention to Bioshock.
Well, that game was so elite. I remember Bioshock.
Yeah, it's 2, so different but same. Not as different as
Yeah.
3. Hold on 1 second. RC Pro Am, you said?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
mine was way better.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Hang on.
Well, this was
Oh.
fun. Let's see.
First released in 1991 for the NES.
This one came out in
Show me
1987.
screenshots.
Bears are putting up a fight right now against the Commanders. I don't know if anyone saw.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're not winning anymore. They were up 13-0, so the fact that they're down 16-17 isn't great, but they're driving. They might score on this drive. Or
Oh,
likely
wow.
will.
There's magic.
So by fight you mean like the way a gazelle kind of like moans when it's getting killed by a
Well, the Bears
Play
came
a
out
line.
strong. The back a bit, and the Bears had a couple field goals
what was crazy is one time Dan and I were in New Orleans, we were watching Tom Brady play the Chiefs or the Saints, and the Saints scored a field goal on Tom Brady on their drive. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's points on the board, let's go. And the guys around me are like, nah, man, like you can't be putting up field goals against Tom Brady. Like, you need 7 points.
Yeah.
For real, that's not enough.
And then the Bears just kicked 2 field goals in a row. You're like, okay, the points on the board. But yeah, like those 2 drives resulting in 2 field goals. The other team just came and ran a touchdown, like pretty aggressively, like on like 5 plays or 6 plays, they got a touchdown, which is crazy. And the Bears started answering right back.
Wow.
And then they started driving out the field like crazy right now. And then right as we're saying, like, wow, it's really doing good, the quarterback just got like a 15-yard sack.
Oh, God. The Bears quarterback.
Bears quarterback, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're going down the field super hard just as well, and then boom.
Doesn't matter. They're all going to
Yeah.
lose against the Colts.
That was a legendary. Yeah, the Colts are good this year, man. They are not to be messed with. They have really good run game, pretty good defense, and then somehow Daniel Jones is having like a career year with them.
They can't be stopped.
Unstoppable. So you still a Colts fan, I take it?
I don't really care anymore one way or the other.
I
But-
feel that.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'm following the Colts a little bit.
Nice.
Anybody? Okay, here we go. Anybody ever played Battletoads?
Obviously, yes.
I know you did.
Question: which Battletoad did you play as? Who was your preferred Toad?
I don't remember.
I don't remember now that I asked the question if you actually got to pick back then, or if you just had a different Toad every level. Now I need to go back to my friend, Mr. the Internet. Battletoads.
No, you picked one at the beginning. But there's only 2 choices.
I thought there were 3.
Well, there's 3, but one of them you couldn't play as. It was like Zit, Pimple, and something.
Rash.
Rash. I think Rash was the cool one. Cool.
Rash was the cool one.
90s cool. So me and Kanan would play the original Battletoads on the Nintendo, and so if you guys don't know, Battletoads is notorious for being the hardest game ever made. At least one of the most hard, like one of the hardest games that was, made for kids who had an NES. In that the 3rd level, the speeder bike level, was so hard to get through. If you ever just look up a clip of the speeder bike level, I think I got past it 2 or 3 times, having owned the game. And I even went back and played it with emulators, and I still couldn't beat the game, even with the ability to rewind and whatever. It was still hard as shit. I got to the last level, and I still was I can't, how does anybody do this? It's a really hard game.
It was brutal.
But, it wasn't any easier when you're playing with your brother and he just picks you up and throws you off a cliff all the time for fun. 'Cause you can...
I can't remember what game it was, but it was way back. It was in the early time of gaming, in the earlier mid 90s or something. But it was a driving game that had an opening tutorial where you had to do all sorts of crazy ass maneuvers, and basically it was so difficult that only 10% of people who own the game could even make it past the tutorial.
It was probably Stuntman.
I think it was. Yeah, it was called Stuntman. Yeah, that's what it was. I just saw a video on it recently. I was
Yeah.
that is wild.
So I used to read a lot of gaming. I had gaming magazine, gaming news type stuff, and
Yeah.
so I would read about it. It's that game apparently was so hard, and the only way you could pass a mission was by doing exactly what they wanted you to do.
Yeah. No leeway.
So you were you're a Hollywood stunt driver. And it was you had to pull off these stunts in the game, and it was if you messed up even a little bit, it would.
And they
would
were
fail.
apparently also using like terms that like the average person didn't know, like driving terms. And then basically people were like, what the fuck does that mean? Like I can't remember if I googled it right now it would tell me, but like it was some kind of like niche like professional driver term for like a very specific driving maneuver, and most people are like, I don't even know what this is, you know?
Probably
Like,
probably using a turn signal would be my guess.
what?
What?
Yeah.
What
Basically.
the fuck is a turn signal? Is that when you
Turn
just
signal.
like swerve into the lane and move them out of the way?
Real, all us city drivers know.
Yeah, I'm talking
The
about
real ones know.
you Chicago drivers. Damn Chicago drivers.
The menaces of the road.
What the hell? Oh, there it is. So the one thing I'll say in the original Battletoads is the comedic timing of like hitting stuff is really funny. And I just remember in the, do you know what I'm talking about, Jen? And you could pick up a stick from that an enemy would drop, and then you could just wail on each other with them. And it was very therapeutic, I think.
It was.
And
It made a very cathartic little thwack sound. As
yeah,
well.
it was very, very good sound effect of just like a, and your character would fly across the screen, and then it would like slowly get up, and then as soon as you get up, you could get hit with the stick again, and then it was pretty merciless, to be honest. And
Great.
it was great for being a little brother those days.
That it was.
Jake's just looking at it like those were the days I was just getting shit on. Did you play Mike Tyson Punch Out ever, Jake?
Yes, I did. It's on here.
Nice. Was Kanan always just whooping you on that one?
Well, the originals weren't 2 players. You just go up against the
Oh, the computer Mike Tyson.
yeah, you go against like whatever the, well, it's not just them, it's also
Like the sequence of fighters,
yeah,
right?
it's a sequence of, wow. It's a sequence of fighter. Didn't learn anything. It's a
And
sequence.
that was one of the ones where if you shut it off, you had to start over from the very beginning, which was frustrating.
Yeah.
And that's I remember people being like, you fight all the way to Mike Tyson, and then usually you just get shit on by Mike Tyson.
It was known to happen.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how the 90s were. Because he killed everybody. When he fought that one guy, I was like, I mean, obviously he was like 60 or whatever he was. What was the name of that streamer or whatever? He was just doing it for money.
Kai Cenat?
The guy who boxed Mike Tyson like a year ago.
Oh, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about now.
I just remember being like, bro, you better watch the tape because you watch Mike Tyson manhandle some grown-ass men, you know? Yeah, well, he ended up winning, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Winning.
Go.
No, I remember that.
Go get in a real fucking title bout, bro. Instead of your freaking vanity things for money. I mean, obviously, they
Yeah,
do
no,
the
that
title
fight
shots for
was
money
big
too,
time
but,
sketch.
yeah.
Mike had like open shots to Jake's head, and then he just kind of like bobbed and weaved away, and everyone was just like, "What the fuck?" Like he would never do that.
Yeah, I could fucking kill that guy.
It was also an embarrassment for Netflix. The fight was lagging like the entire time.
All right, Danny, you called the shot. Super Punch Out.
Oh, really? Super Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Oh, you're literally gonna play it right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So so now I'm drawing on a memory. I remember as a child on the other side, on the Jones side of the family, I remember Kanan and my cousins, who are like about his age, they rented this game or one time, and for whatever reason, like Kanan was really good at it, and he was just like got really far. So the key to the game is you just have to like memorize the patterns of the.
Mhm.
That's how I remembered a lot of those games back in the day. Where like you're basically just using like memory,
Yeah,
memorization of the moves.
like Contra.
Oh god.
Like there were all those levels with like the crushing things and the rolling through things as you were trying to clear whatever obstacles were in the way with whatever weapon you happened to have at the time. You just had to
Contra.
memorize the patterns.
Contra was the ultimate pattern.
Some good shit though.
I didn't see that. I don't think I saw that in the NES game selection. That's a quintessential game that should be in there.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. We had that one too
Oh man.
from the Army thrift store also.
Got it from the old Army thrift store.
Yeah. And there were still a couple of games that I think we got at the PX that were left over because the Super Nintendo was really new still. And that was Crash Test Dummies, which ironically kept crashing. And one other that I don't remember.
I think I knocked him out for good. Stay down, old man. I just beat on a 60-year-old man.
Do you feel good about yourself?
I do.
Great, great. Whatever boosts your ego. It's geriatric, fist fighting.
Yeah, this guy, he makes a weird sound when you punch him in the stomach.
That's funny.
Okay. It's nice to be reminded that I suck. I remember this was like, I think I was able to beat this guy, and that was it. And so far, I'm not able to beat this guy. Get up, little Mac!
Oh shit! Bears just had like a 50-yard touchdown.
Did you guys ever...
It's like a little.
Oh, go ahead.
I was to say it was kind of unexpected. It was like a little check down to the side, and all of a sudden, a couple broken tackles. Go on.
I was gonna say, did any of you guys ever like really get into a fighting game? Like really into a fighting game?
Yeah, I played UFC a shit ton when those games came out. Probably around like the 2015 range. Like I loved UFC. I think the first one came out in 2013, then UFC 2 came out in 2015, and then UFC 3 came out in like 2019 or something. I played the shit out of those games. I loved them. That was like when UFC first became like internationally like renowned, like around that time. There's also Street Fighter. Went hard.
You went pretty hard on Street Fighter?
Yeah, I remember that one.
I never tried to get like actually good at a fighting game before, except for like Smash Brothers. That doesn't really count.
I think that counts. It's arcade fighting.
But I would like to like actually sit down with a joystick and like learn what it's all about, you know, type thing, like what the big appeal is, since I never really played them. Like all the button combinations and all that. All right, I knocked out another guy. We had no business being in the same weight class, though. That guy looks like he's got 200 pounds on me.
I love playing Samus in Smash Brothers just because of Mega Man.
Oh. You liked Mega Man?
Oh, I loved Mega Man. I rented that from Blockbuster. I think it was eventually at the library or something like that. I played Mega Man so much.
Which one?
Like there's like multiple versions of Mega Man though. Like it kept going and going. Like 2, 4, 8, like.
Dang.
Or 7 maybe. And then yeah, whoever does that charge up in Super Smash Brothers, I think it's Samus.
Yeah.
It's like the same power move, so I just loved that one as growing up. I always thought it was so cool.
Yep.
What was Mega Man again?
A little blue person, like a robot boy. Blaster.
Robot man.
Robot man.
Robo Man.
Robot man, Pop.
Bears just went for 2 and missed it.
Oh no.
I saw that was bullshit. 24-22 so far. Man,
I don't see a
let
Mega
him
Man
sneak
game
back
on
in
here.
this one.
Really couldn't lend a single Mega Man game? You're probably playing it on Sega Genesis, right, Robert?
Oh,
What's that?
Sega.
Do you remember what you're playing it on?
Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sega Genesis. Yes. Isn't Sega Genesis one console? Sega Genesis.
I mean, no, the Genesis was the console, or Mega Drive. Or Mega Drive? Yeah, Mega Drive. Because they had there were multiple. There was,
Yeah, no, we definitely rocked Sega Genesis.
yeah, I know, you guys had like 100 Genesis games, I remember.
Yeah, we went Genesis crazy.
Let's see if you're in luck here. Is there a Mega Man game?
I would love to play Halo Master Chief Collection again sometimes. I want to re-download that onto my Xbox.
There's a Mega
Hell
Man
yeah.
game on Genesis here.
Yay.
Alright. It may not be exactly the one that you played.
Yeah, if you guys want to do any Master Chief stuff, I mean, I think it's like usually on sale for either $9 or $19 on Steam.
I just have Game Pass, and I think I already own it, but that's definitely good to know.
For our PC players.
For our PC principles.
For our PC principals, I was just thinking that. Dude, I mean, can you do co-op online, right?
With PC players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, you can.
play storyline with, can you do 4 people online, 2 people online?
You could do a fucking like 8-person party. Yeah, you could easily
Oh, I
do
can play
4.
the storyline?
Yeah, you could do co-op on the story. I think if you set up a custom game.
Well, the games are different from the story.
I thought you could do online co-op for story. Or for campaign, I mean.
You install it. We'll see if we can do it, the 2 of us. We'll figure it out from there.
Okay. Either way, I'm down to do PvP as well. I feel like we're all pretty confident at Halo.
I won't be able to switch over. I'm on Switch right now for the...
Oh,
Well, not like tonight. Yeah,
Oh yeah, we could
like
do
for
it.
the future.
I would do 4-player co-op. Halo.
I am actually getting embarrassed right now in Battlefield. This is not going well.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
a whole different place.
Also, I think I'm playing way too run and gun, where Battlefield you're supposed to like act like you're like actually in real life and sweep corners and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You're like playing paintball and hide and seek at the same time.
Yeah, basically. Oh shit, you catch on fire in this game? What the hell?
All right, Robert, I have got Mega Man The Wily Wars. Seems to be a collection of Mega Man's 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been 30 years now, but I was like, I remember like one of them, then like the one came out, and I didn't like it as much. I just kept renting the game before it still.
There was a buddy of mine. The amount of pattern recognition that you need to do in Mega Man is just ridiculous in the franchise. A buddy of mine in middle school who just played an ungodly amount of Mega Man. He like had every Mega Man game on. Alright, this is already horrible. He had like every Mega Man game on the PlayStation. And they were like, they pumped out sequels to that game back in the late 90s and early 2000s. It was like Mega Man X, Mega Man X7, Mega Man... da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, a game every year. Twice a year.
Ah! They did put Mega Man in Smash Brothers, though. They eventually
Nice.
did. And he doesn't even, instead of a punch, he just has his little gun. At least
Did you ever play Black Ops Zombies?
like once or something with you guys, I think.
Oh, okay. So not like a bunch.
Nope, not a bunch.
I was the king of Black Ops 2 Zombies. I remember I was like 10 years old, and I'd always, like probably 9 going on 10, and I would always join people's parties, and I'd be so, you know, just sound really squeaky, and then they'd immediately be like, nope, nope, leave the lobby, this kid's gonna suck. I'm like, no, guys, seriously, like, I have like 50 hours of the game, like, please, just play with me, like, and then I'd actually know, like, how to do the Easter eggs. I'd be like really fucking good at the game and like basically better than them, and they're like, okay, glad we gave this kid a chance. Oh, Brewers have some life here. Kinda. They just scored a run in the bottom of the 9th inning. They're trying to. They're down 2-1 to the Dodgers in Milwaukee. They're trying to win.
Trying to win? Are you,
Trying to win.
you trying out for to be a to be to be one of the
To
color
be a
commentators?
sportscaster.
Color
Yeah.
commentator.
And they call you in, and you're like, so in this situation, what the Brewers are trying to do is win, and what the Dodgers are trying to do is also to win.
Yeah. They're gonna try really hard to win this one.
I guess I could have explained that better. They have the chance to walk it off if with there's someone on third. So if they drove one in, that'd be tying the game.
What's the inning?
Home run would win the game. Bottom of the 9th.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so they're in like walk off position or like lose the game position. It actually is very like life or death right now.
Strikes.
It's 3-2 with 2 outs. So let's see.
Oh,
I'll let you know
wow.
if the game ends here. He fouled it off to the side.
All right. New game. Donkey Kong Country. On Super Nintendo.
Donkey Kong.
So this game was such a big freaking deal when it came out. Did you guys ever play Donkey Kong Country on the
game
original
was one of the
Super Nintendo?
I do love the Donkey Kong games. I just can't remember that one exactly.
So it was a really big freaking deal. I mean, it came out really late in the Super Nintendo. Like 1994. Super Nintendo had already been out for like 3 years.
Isn't that where that classic map is that's in Super Smash Brothers?
I mean, there's a bunch of... I mean, there's probably. But this game was such a big deal because they figured out... Whatever, the guys at Rare figured out how to I don't know how to describe it, but basically put a like CGI quality character skin onto like a 2D thing. So it was this quasi 3D graphics. Think kind of like skinning the games to make it look like the Toy Story characters from the first Toy Story movie a little bit like early digital type thing. Like, it doesn't look that cool now, but back then it was like, how the hell did they do this? Quasi 3D. Back when Rare was owned by Nintendo. We're talking about the best-selling game of 1994, guys. Don't you remember?
Yeah, what are these fools doing sleeping on that game? Wait, I'm sorry. What game were you talking about? I kind of zoned out for a second. I was watching. I heard best game in 1994, and then I kind of like was just zoned the fuck out for a second.
Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country is a sovereign state.
It's a tight, it still feels good. It's a tight fucking game.
Nice.
Still feels good, guys. Feels good to be back in Donkey Kong Country, let me tell you.
Jake's just gonna go Kanye mode and be like, run up on stage and be like, GoldenEye, I'm gonna let you finish, but Donkey Kong Country was the greatest game of the 1990s.
So, one other thing that, I don't know how to put it, but like, I think in the past, there were a lot of, since like stuff had never been done before, like there was a lot of risks yet to be taken or whatever, or a lot of like weird marketing things. And if I remember correctly, I don't know if they put it out with like Nintendo Power or what, but there was a VHS tape that they sent out to promote the release of Donkey Kong Country. It was like a 20-minute documentary about the game that like went out with like Nintendo Power magazine or something. Like they sent a VHS tape with like, you know, now what would seem like a really corny probably, or back also when game teams were probably just like 10 guys. And they sent out a tape being like, oh yeah, this is how we made Donkey Kong Country. It's going to be a revolutionary, blah, 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 blah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was it like revolutionary gameplay, or what made him hype it up so much?
I think it was mostly, it's just a 2D side-scrolling game. I think it was the graphics mostly, because they looked... it kind of looks like an early computer generation thing, you know? Like, so it was kind of like they were, it was a big deal because it was like 3D graphics on a 2D system. So it was like they didn't even know.
Oh.
It was like, oh, we didn't even know the NES or the Super Nintendo could do this, you know?
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Cam knows what I'm talking about. I just always say that to pretend like he's backing me up, even though he's probably not.
Cam knows ball.
Yeah.
What was your favorite game ever, Jake?
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna go with. I might have to go with Super Mario 64.
Okay.
Or Super Mario Brothers 3.
Those are good picks, honestly.
Here, we're gonna play. We're gonna do Super Mario Brothers 3 right now. And I'll do a level of Mario 64 too. I mean, seriously, if you guys, I really do feel like anybody who likes video games at all should, if there was one 2D side-scrolling game to play ever, sit down, go from start to finish, even if you have to use like the enhancements or whatever from an emulator or Switch or whatever. Playing the Super Mario Brothers 3. Is the best still.
Super Mario Bros. Wii. Do you remember that when they had that as like the opening like sound for Super Mario Bros. On the Wii from like 2007?
No, I don't. But that sounds about right.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was just really loud, and I just remember as a kid playing it, and like, yeah, like everyone, like the adults, be like, "All right, keep it down, guys," and all of a sudden you open the fucking thing, it's like super, like it's just super fucking loud. Close. I guess this is probably a little newer, but closing your Nintendo DS at nighttime, and then Mario says like "bye bye" or whatever. He says it like really loud. There was like literally no muting that. Like it had to play the sound.
I mean, the number of like secrets and stuff there are in this game, and like hidden whatever and little tricks and stuff, it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of magic, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Also, update on Sports Ball if anyone cares. The Brewers actually have bases loaded now. It's 2-1. Still 2 outs.
Oh boy.
Bottom of the ninth.
Dude, this is intense.
It actually is. That's
It
how
is.
that's how I was saying. The Brewers are a scary team. Like I'm not surprised that they beat us. They are down to their last strike though. It's looking a little scary.
Robert, are you still officially a Packers fan?
Yeah, I'd say so. I kind of fell off a lot of that with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers getting out of there.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice. It was just cool. Like I grew up with Brett Favre. Like the majority of my life, he was their quarterback. It was pretty wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the attachment. Like I moved to Indianapolis when Andrew Luck was drafted, and then his career ended when I left. So it was kind of like this weird like attachment I had to like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of the Colts, but I'm really like a fan of Andrew Luck.
Yeah. And I was like, the fan base up there, and it's crazy. We have, a house up there and a house. We have a house next to both stadiums. We're an hour away from each stadium.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it would be really cool to go to a Packers game sometime. I've never been to a Bears game, I don't think.
Either of them are great atmospheres.
Yeah. And the Bears might be moving to Arlington Heights. They put a letter in saying they're doing it.
Yeah, I saw
Yep.
that. That's big news.
It's still going to be an open dome stadium, or is it going to be a dome?
Oh, that's all TBD. But I thought the whole point was that the plan was domed so they could host the Super Bowl.
Oh, right, because they'll never host the Super Bowl in a cold weather state again. Because
Yeah,
so many domes now.
Because people are pansies. Too many
Everyone's
warm
just
weather
being
teams.
wussies.
Yeah, it's like Miami and LA playing each other, and the Bears in the snow.
I mean, it's funny because a lot of the cold weather teams used to derive such an advantage from having cold weather games.
Such an advantage.
Did you
They
ever?
still do.
Did you ever see that
There's just
documentary?
a lot less.
Like, there was a documentary about the Vikings in the 1970s, back, like, because they were so good in the 70s. They always hosted like the first. They won like the division like every year in the 70s or something, and they would always win the first round of the playoffs because they had to, whoever they were playing against had to play in Minnesota, and they're playing. You're playing in December or whatever. in Minnesota, and these teams are coming from everywhere else, and they're like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like there is still a cold weather advantage for sure because like you got Buffalo, Green Bay, even the Bears still because they are still playing in an outdoor stadium. I feel like we do get a cold weather advantage, but because like Miami Dolphins, like they seem to struggle when they go up to these cold weather stadiums, but like there is multiple types of advantages though because Miami it's hot as shit and they actually are dicks and they made it so the opposing teams bench is in the sun for midday games. Like they literally engineered the stadium that way. And then the in Denver, obviously you have the altitude advantage. There's the guys that are used to it, and then the guys that kind of aren't. Multiple types of advantages.
So there's a secret in this level that I'm playing right now,
Oh,
where I think if you
they
get
just did that with the Brewers.
they just won.
No, the Bears
Brew-
just recovered a fumble. Holy shit.
Nice. I know the Milwaukee Brewers baseball team was playing the Cubs, and in the warm-ups earlier in the day, they only opened half the dome, or half their roof, I should say, and the Cubs were in the heat in the sun the entire time, and they had the shade.
Mm.
That's fucking hilarious.
And
Yeah,
by the
really-
time the game started, it out, but it was during the pre-games just to mess with them.
That's wild. Oh, speaking of Milwaukee, Jake, one of the guys just swung at some junk to end the game. His like at his fucking like nipple area, and he swung at it.
Does he? Is it over now?
Yeah, that was it. They were down to their last strike, and I get it. You're trying to protect the plate, but yeah, it was definitely just adrenaline. But he just swung at some trash that he should not have swung at.
Oh, so the Brewers lost.
Yeah, they lost 2-1. It was a good game though. Classic baseball game, 2-1
mean,
finish.
Coming down to the bottom of the ninth with bases loaded. That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. One hit, they could have won the game. It's like, dude, that's why it's like you just cannot swing a junk. Honestly, you can't get yourself behind in the count in general. Like, all of a sudden when it's already 0-2, 1-2, like the pitcher just has all the control.
Yeah. But also, I mean, in a
You need-
situation like that, probably it makes a player less likely to swing. So maybe I don't know the psychology of all that.
Yeah, no, it is tricky. It for sure is tricky. Tricky.
Trying to think of. So I remember I got Super Mario Brothers 3 from a garage sale for $5. Yes. And that became my favorite game. What else do I remember about my personal history of Super Mario Brothers 3? I remember playing it with my cousins.
Mario Bros.
I remember playing it with my cousins Audrey and Millie. I also remember, as an adult, or like in college, my friend had this game on their Wii, on the Wii Virtual Console back, and I hadn't played it since I was a kid, and I just it was like at a party or something that she was hosting, and I just booted it up and was like, I haven't played this in a while, like let me just turn this on, and I remember rolling through the game being like, oh my god, I'm getting farther than I ever did when I was a kid. I was like, I can't believe this. I was so proud of myself for making it as far as I did for some reason.
That's funny.
I was like, guys, I've never made it this far in the game before. I've never made it this far. I was so thrilled because I wasn't using any warp, so I wasn't skipping at all, and I made it to world 7 or something like that. just from straight platforming, not using any crazy power-ups or anything. That was my
Nice.
proudest moment.
That was a moment in gaming history.
Yeah. What's your that's a good question. What's your guys' proudest like gaming accomplishment or like most thing that you ever did?
One of my favorite ones was in Battlefield. I think it was a beta I was playing at one point on the Xbox 360. But yeah, it's very realistic, including like bullet drop and wind factors and all sorts of things. And I really like their snipers, and I was getting pretty good at one. And this guy was flying in a helicopter in a fairly consistent path, and I kind of knew where he was going to go. And I lined up a shot like halfway across the map and nailed him right in the headshot,
Oh,
which is like
wow.
almost impossible to get in a helicopter in that game.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like just one shot killed and dropped the helicopter. I was like, there it is. Like I think I stopped playing soon after that, or like a month or two. Like, okay, that peaked.
It'll never be better than that.
Damn, that is pretty cool, actually.
I remember doing something like that a little bit, but definitely not with the vertical element. But in Halo, I remember like playing just one-on-one versus in the original Halo with my friend Sammy, and he was in that whatever the biggest level is in the first Halo versus mode.
Blood Gulch.
There's it was the winter one. There's one that's even bigger than Blood Gulch, I think. And he just got in the Ghost and was just gunning it like horizontal to me or something like that, and I had a sniper rifle in like the base from as far away as you can be, and he's like, "You'll never be able to hit me from there," or whatever, and I headshotted him, like going totally like full speed horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my better shots ever.
That is actually pretty awesome.
Greatest gaming feat or proudest gaming accomplishment. I don't know.
I love the Halo sniper rifles. I don't know if it's that same snow map, but there's like a Blood Gulch one and like Halo 2 add-on maps.
Mm-hmm.
That was like kind of like Blood Gulch, but it's like a snow thing and there's a giant cement thing in the middle, and they had like banshees and tanks and stuff. But I was playing Big Team Slayer, so it's 8-on-8, and the one team was running. It was battle rifle game. It was like everyone spawned with battle rifles, and people were going around like it's like this 2 or 4 like 6-pack of people like just mowing people down. We were doing pretty good, but it was to like they needed like 3 kills, and we were at like 89 or like the low 90s, and they were just about to win the game. And I killed a dude, grabbed a sniper rifle, which was I think ammo on top, grabbed a sniper rifle, flew up to the top of the map, and then I hit I think 7 out of 8 of the sniper rifle shots for headshots,
Oh my gosh.
and won the game.
One of those in the moment.
Like right, yeah, like flew up there and just started. They were kind of in the middle of the open and just headshot, like reload, like headshot, miss one, headshot,
Yeah,
wherever
it's
what
wild.
and it's just crazy. And then yeah, it came. I think that might have finished it up there. Maybe I came down for the last kill with the Banshee or something, but it was just literally swung the game with one person.
So, Robert, I know
Damn.
I know you remember this because we played Halo at the same time, and we played Halo for about the same amount of time starting. So you remember how I used to aim,
Yeah,
and
flick.
the thumb flick, and you know why that was because for the first Halo, and I switched back now, but you scoped, and for some reason I just thought it was more logical that the melee should be the thumbstick because you're up close and you want to be able to hit somebody really quickly. So it makes sense to have that. So I switched it out to have melee be pushing in the thumbstick, and then scope to be, I think like X or something, a button. So in order to scope, I had to move my thumb up off the stick.
Yeah.
And then in order to aim, you bring your thumb back, and it naturally made me start doing like flick shots where I'm like doing these quick like flicking of the joystick to aim, and it just like made me super quick. And I remember playing against the person who was like, before the playing against the legendary player who was in our area, Eric. I won't say his last name, but he was like the best gamer in Bridgman, I guess you could say. Like he always was the best at Halo. He actually was ranked, I think, in battle one of the Battlefield or Call of Duty or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how high, not like super high, but I mean, big deal for that area. And I remember like playing him, whatever that level was in Halo 3 or 2, where it's like the really long, narrow bridge. And
Yes. Yeah.
I just remember like aiming down my sights underneath the bridge, all the way across the bridge, and seeing him with a sniper rifle like in the corner of my eye, and we're doing LAN, so we're all in the same room. You know what I mean? We all can like hear each other or whatever. And I just like panicked, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I like flicked my stick and pulled the trigger at the same time, and I killed him. And he was like, "How did you do that?" he was like, "I pulled the trigger." He's like, "I had you in my sights." I was like, "I don't know." I just flicked the joystick just right, and somehow got him without even like seeing him. I don't know.
That's funny. No, I know what you're talking about. Those just sheer instinct reactions that happen, and like the person on the other side is so pissed. Like when they're sneaking up behind you or something, and you kind of hear them spin around, one shot them, and they're like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
Like you knew he was at that degree behind you, and you knew exactly how hard to flick the stick to land right there.
Yeah. Also, update on the Bears game. 30 seconds left. Bears are down 2 and about to take like a 35-yard field goal to win the game.
Oh wow.
Oh, I got a minute 14 on my game, so maybe we'll have to do updates separate.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You seem to be way ahead of me.
I'm watching it on like a live stream from the betting site. So I think they have like basically the lowest delay you can, like basically whatever the standard cable TV delay is. Where I feel like I've noticed streaming services will sometimes be like a minute or two behind what like cable is at, basically.
The
Which is
game's
surprising.
counting down to a minute right now for me, so just no spoilers for a minute.
He's-
All right,
No spoilers.
no spoilers.
You just hear Danny being like, "Yeah!"
Yeah, they just got to run to the 20.
Yeah, so you're probably about a minute and a half of real time behind me.
Stop
Literally.
spoiling it.
I shan't spoil it. I'll try to contain any excitement or upsetness that happens.
Actually, one of the most, I won't say it's not like the coolest thing I ever did, but it was one of the, I mean, it was pretty bitchin' when I was doing the stream and playing Fortnite back when they had the bows. Fortnite Wild Season, probably like 2 years ago. And it was back when, I guess it was probably 4 years ago now, I'm thinking about it. Because Julie, we were playing together, and we were playing duos, and she had the bow, and I was just like, Julie, drop the bow. And she's like, drop the bow. I pick up the bow. I loosed one arrow, and like at like 300 meters or something like that, and like headshotted a guy like from a like angle, and yeah. So it was just, I don't know, it was just a cool sequence, I guess. It wasn't like amazing.
No,
I'm-
I do love those. I feel like the long shots in what's it called? In like Halo or any video game are just the funnest. Warzone and Fortnite and those type of games where the map's like miles big, you can sometimes get some crazy ones.
So I am now playing Mario 64, my favorite game of all time. And what I recall, the N64 was the first video game system we got new, and got it in Christmas of '96 for Christmas. And we got Mario. We got like every launch game. We got like Mario 64, Cruisin' USA, which sucks, Pilot Wings, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. So like 4 games for it or something. And I just remember like seeing this in the Walmart kiosk back when they had those. They still have those like kiosks with a controller attached to it or whatever. And just being like, holy shit! Like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It was just amazing. Like being able to run all over the place. It's really hard to imagine.
Running on them.
I mean, it's hard to imagine. It's just hard to imagine a time when that wasn't possible, and it's like, I don't know.
No, I know what you mean.
Kids these days, they don't understand.
They don't understand what we went through.
Well, I think the more the most amazing thing about Mario 64, aside from being, you know, it's like my favorite game or whatever, like, is the fact that it's still one of the best platform games ever. You know, 3D platformers ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, imagine the idea that it's like, oh yeah, this is the first time anybody's really done a 3D platform game, like for real, with analog stick control and everything. And not only did they do that, but it was like, oh yeah, it's still kind of like the best one. Like, this game still controls better than a lot of other 3D games.
Yeah.
As I'm proving
Robert,
right
have you
now.
received the news yet?
I did. I saw the final of the game.
Nice. Yeah, it was 25-24 Bears. Bear down.
That's wild.
Bear down. Chicago Bears. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever the song is, leads you to victory, or whatever they say. 3-game win streak.
So, I recommend to anybody that they go and watch, I think it was after Game 5 of the 2016 World Series with the Cubs. It's like their last home game or something. Watching, like, at the end when the entire crowd sings Go Cubs Go.
Oh, yeah, no, that was legendary. I think that would, if it was the World Series, it was probably Game 5 or 6. It would have been 6. It would have either been Game 4 or Game 6, because I remember it was Game 6 in Chicago, 7 we went to Cleveland, and then we beat their ass. We got them.
Got him.
We got them. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Oh,
Jen.
shit.
Jen got that one, I hope.
I did get that one. Kick you apart.
He'll kick you apart.
Kick you apart. He'll save the children, but not the British children.
Have you guys ever seen the Washington music video?
Please say yes.
Wait, which one is that?
It's pretty obscure.
It's a classic historical tribute to, you know, our nation's first president.
I'll send it to you guys on YouTube on the the chat after the game.
Tell your
That
friends.
sounds familiar. I'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are now playing Mario Kart 64.
Nice. Are you streaming right now?
Yeah, I guess I should.
Let me hop in the stream.
So,
There you are.
let's see. I guess I didn't share a ton of memories from Super Mario Brothers or Mario 64. So I sold Kanan my Switch, my first Switch, and hooked him up with my Switch Online so he could play like classic Nintendo games, because that's all he wanted to do. I mean, you guys were there when we played Mario Kart 64 at the cottage, right? Hello?
Yeah, we played
Oh,
a ton of Mario Kart 64.
Yeah. Well, he still got it. Annoyingly. He still is able to beat me. Some things never change. You guys want to hear like one of the saddest like video game things or not sad, like sad but sweet video game things I've ever heard? I don't know if it's real, but it was like this guy had you can save your times and you can race against like a ghost racer.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, and a guy had like his brother's game save. So he would just race against his brother's ghost time in one of the Mario games, and he was like,
Yeah, I think it was his dad.
Yeah, he was like, he refused to ever beat it so he could keep playing against it.
Yeah, because he used to play that game with his dad all the time, and then his dad passed away, but he just so happened to have one of his like best times still on the game.
Yeah. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
So one thing that's kind of interesting though about playing these games on the enhanced like Switch as opposed to the N64 is that they don't slow down. In the original N64 there was definitely a slowdown. So there are parts in the levels where it would slow down, and now it doesn't slow down, and like I'm noticing it now. Or maybe it's frame rate or something, but I swear to God, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's frame rate. That's the funny part about emulators is that they don't have those limitations, so they don't slow down due to computer issues.
Yeah. I feel like this was the last game that Mario Kart 64's last game that I think my dad played with us too. Like he would play against us in Mario.
Your dad
64.
played?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's funny.
Actually reminds me of a funny story. So one Christmas on the LeBlanc side, we convinced the parents to play Mario Kart.
Uh-huh.
That's the only time I ever saw my dad play a video game.
Yeah.
He got very confused, very pissed off, and stormed out of the room.
Seriously.
That's funny as hell. That is funny. What console was it on?
N64. It was this
Oh, 64.
exact game.
Damn, that's funny.
I think it was even this level. Like the Moo Moo Farm was too much for him.
Oh, Moo Moo Farm's a classic. All those damn moles trying to
They always pop out of the ground, slow you down.
It's very, very out of character for Uncle Paul.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that he would ever get mad.
I feel like Paul's a really chill guy, but if you like piss him off, it's like he'll get pissed. I guess that's every person.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's really chill until he's angry.
Yeah.
Cam's like,
I feel like
"Nope,
Paul's
no
like a really
comment."
understanding guy. That's why I feel like I've always been a fan.
Are you baiting Cam? Are you baiting Cam to make a comment?
It
Cam's
might
like
be,
sitting.
but I think Danny just doesn't know. Just has no idea.
Well, I know there's been moments. Yeah,
We don't-
just
We don't have to go. Let's not go into any
Yeah.
detailed characterizations of people in the family.
no, for sure.
Post them out onto
No,
the
yeah.
internet.
I guess as someone who has not spent, as much of my life with him as his son, I just see things from the outside.
No, I
But
think
yeah,
you probably have a better idea of it. Sorry, I'm just messing around.
that was funny, and I get it though, because it is funny sometimes when someone's just like, "Oh yeah, I've had 40 interactions with this person in my life," and other people are like, "Yeah, they're cool," but like,
Let's talk about your dad, Danny. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. My dad's my hero. Well, I feel like between I guess there's a lot of people that are like my hero, but I feel like luckily we come from a family where we're all so close. It is pretty cool.
It is somewhat unusual.
That's actually what I was just talking about with my grandma KK, my mom's mom, today. I was just like, yeah, like I've realized growing up, it is not usual the family life we have, like in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep that in mind. It's most people, at least from what I've seen from other people, like most people aren't even as close with their siblings at this stage in life as we are as like cousins, you know, a lot of times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All thanks to Grandma Bombheart.
For real. And I feel like honestly, like my mom's side of the family's always been very close and good people, but I feel like honestly the way that, you know, the Baumhart side of the family gets along and acts, you know, kind of was an influencer for my mom's side of the family. Like we got my grandparents bought a lake house as well because they saw, you know, what can come to fruition when you just have like a secondary space for your family to meet up and, you know, hang out in. But yeah, no, definitely pretty fucking cool, for sure.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people that are just like, yep, I just like straight up hate my immediate family. Like, and, you know, being close with their extended family is just unfathomable to them. And I'm just like, damn, that's wild. Actually very sad.
Yeah, and I also just realized I probably shouldn't have said what the last name was. Oops. Oh well. Maybe I'll edit that out later.
Yeah, you could edit it out. I'm not terribly concerned. I feel like, but I'm someone that's pretty present on social media and kind of like has my name and picture out there a little bit through like associations with my school and stuff.
Right.
So as long as I don't say anything racist or bad, I don't really care with that. As long as you're not name dropping my address or something.
Yeah, you've done really good to not say racial slurs on stream.
I know.
Yeah,
it's so
yeah, I know.
hard.
That's like, yeah, it's like a really immediate part of my vocabulary. No, I'm kidding.
It's a really
I did
high.
not
It's a
say
really
that
high
stuff.
bar for good conduct,
Yeah.
especially when you're racing against all these damn Italians. Mario, Luigi.
It's a me, Mario. Oh, that's bullshit. I shot someone in the head with a bolt-action sniper rifle, and it somehow didn't kill him.
In a game.
In a game.
Okay.
In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Minecraft?
No,
a
I'm
joke.
kidding.
Oh.
It's a meme now. Like, someone will say something, like, horrible, then just be like, in Minecraft.
Oh, okay. I was
They'll
like,
just be like, the FBI watching me talk about how I, like, I don't know, made a fucking fertilizer bomb or something, and then just putting, like, in Minecraft.
Jen, were you chuckling at the fact that I was totally unaware of some type of current trend?
Perhaps.
I thought I heard you.
I did chuckle. It was more, I was also unfamiliar, and so it was more like the simple joy of discovery
Okay. Yeah, okay.
is what that
You got
chuckle
Perfect
was.
Dark on there?
Mm-mm. Nice.
It is on here. Perfect Dark is on here. It's in the mature
Oh,
zone.
shit.
They made a
Another classic.
separate section for the mature video games.
Or the other one that I weirdly liked a lot, Vigilante 8.
Oh, that's an underrated one, yeah. I know.
It really is.
We played that together. I know we played that one together, Cam. I remember that.
Yeah.
Car combat game, Vigilante 8. So this one is a game, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it is weird when you get older and like certain things maybe are, I don't know, cooler than you remember. And like I went through and I've beaten Pilot Wings like 2 or 3 times, and for some reason just this game is just fun to come back to like every 5 years. And I don't know why, like it's just very casual. I'm guessing none of you guys have even seen this before. But this was a launch title for the N64. It's just like a flight simulator game where you have to do these different like piloting tasks, flying through rings or doing some other weird stuff. And has one of the coolest levels ever. It's just called Mini USA. This level is a giant recreation of the United States of America. Well, giant for the N64 anyway. So you can tour the whole United States. Here's the Grand Canyon. Let's take a look at the map. Where's the map?
Damn, I am getting really sick of how fast you die in this new Battlefield. This is tough.
I can go visit you guys in Chicago. So it looks like I started in, what, LA? That's probably San Francisco. Alright. Oh. Get my earbuds back in. Coming to visit you guys in Chicago. Speaking of visiting Chicago, so Robert, you're hosting Thanksgiving.
I am.
Passing the torch.
Yeah. It's funny though, because I'm like, I think you're one of the only confirmed cousins.
What? Really?
Yeah, Cam and Nikki are going to Paul's side
Mm-hmm.
for the whole day. And Allie and Krista are going to be in Seattle. Krista's going to fly down to see Allie.
Mm-hmm.
And or Portland, wherever she's at up there. And yeah, your Kanan was a maybe. He usually makes it in though. And then I forgot about Lavin and Chance, but Lavin's in
Lavin's
Spain
gonna
for
be
the
in
next like
Spain.
7 weeks.
Yeah, and
And,
Chance will be, I don't know, she's going to be in Latin America, I think, still. She might, I guess she could fly in.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Mexico City with her like the week before Thanksgiving was the plan.
Oh, you're going down there?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I have this flight pass. So I should be able to get relatively cheap flights. They should almost be free. It's just a lot of fees and stuff going in and out of countries.
Oh yeah, Robert, that's what I was gonna say. Are you down for the Mexico City idea in like November or whatever with Chance?
Very much so. I found. I almost booked an Airbnb because it had free cancellation until like a few days before. If you pay an extra like $20.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually, especially if you're like fully dedicated. The only thing I was wondering about, what is the route there on Frontier? Because the flights I was seeing had some pretty wild layovers, like 12 to 16-hour layovers.
Actually, I don't know for sure because I know you could go from O'Hare to Mexico City, and I assumed it was direct.
No, I think, well, the best one I saw was about a 6.5-hour flight with a really quick layover in, like, Atlanta. It's, like, an hour and 20-minute layover or something. So it's, like, basically not spending any extra time.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't actually go as far as, like, adding them to my cart or anything like that. But when I checked Frontier Airlines, it said it went from Chicago to 2 different Mexico City airports. So I assumed that meant direct.
Yeah, they definitely go to...
I'm like 99% sure they go direct.
Yeah, from Midway, I'm not sure. From O'Hare, their only direct routes on Frontier are to Punta Cana and then to Cancun, Mexico. Cancun, Mexico is on, like, the east coast of Mexico.
Well, I think I'm just looking at Chicago in general, because, yeah, O'Hare would be nice, but Midway's not impossible by any means.
Oh, no, yeah, if it was direct, I would rather do Midway. Like, I'd rather front-load the commute and just, like, have...
different Mexico cities and like 4 other international ones that it showed as direct from Chicago.
Yeah,
But when
I got a
you were
peek
probably
at
only looking
Midway.
at you might have only been looking that weekend you were actually flying, and those flights might have been booked already.
Oh yeah, no, those flights get cooked for sure. I was
Yeah.
looking like a few days ahead, but I should look from Midway as well because there's a chance there's a direct from Midway for sure.
Yeah.
Even
I
if
think
not,
I
a quick
say
layover isn't
Chicago.
bad.
It groups them for me. I say Chicago, and you could even look in Milwaukee, but Chicago has most of the better routes. You might as well fly through Denver or fly through Atlanta at that point.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I didn't even think about that. That's not ridiculous.
When I was going out
That
to
fly
help,
out to Milwaukee.
yeah, when I was going to help Michael that one time, yeah, like I looked up flights to Milwaukee as well because it's an hour and a half up there, or it's 50 minutes to Midway. Which would
Yeah,
be like an
Michael
hour.
could drive you up there in a hurry.
Yeah, like you can actually cruise up there, but
Oh,
um, but
so I was
that did Milwaukee can't help.
And
So
it's in it's a consistent time frame instead of Midway, which can be like an hour and 20 minutes if traffic stands still.
What happens?
hey
It
guys,
does.
I forgot. So this game, it's a mini America. It came out in '96. I'm in New York. Twin Towers are still here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are international and stuff. So I've been playing volleyball on the beach a lot, and there's a lot of people just visiting, and people move and all sorts of stuff. So maybe I should be a little more careful. But whenever the volleyball score is my team 9 versus 11, 9-11, I always put my arms out like an airplane and like make like a little jet motion.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, that is kind of like a fucking trolling them a little bit.
Never
That's
forget.
It's kind of a joke of it, but it's also like, yeah, like, well, that's what I think of whenever I hear those numbers in a row.
Yeah, it's always the slogan, never forget.
Never forget
Oh
how
my
to call
God.
the police.
The people in charge of Porsches, that's like the Joe Exotic meme. They're like, we're never going to financially recover from this.
The Porsche 911. They still held that number strong, and for some reason, whenever I hear Porsche 911, I never think of the date format 911. Maybe just because I know it's like model 900 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it is separated in your mind because of branding, but yeah, like it's the same number.
No, that is
So-
true.
You guys will be happy to know that Chicago, they have felt it was a serious enough city to include a pretty detailed rendition. They have both the Sears Tower and the John Hancock, and that tower that's like got a weird slice taken out of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
our
nice.
skyline's actually
Sweet.
amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You say back then.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It was good back then too.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. Which building are you talking about? Or is this a joke that's flying over my head?
No, there's like a building that's got like a slice taken out of it. It's got like a really long.
Yeah. There's a really tall, skinny building that went up by the lakefront in like the Loop or North Loop in the past couple of decades. Yeah, it's got the pass-through floors because if it doesn't, it could get like
No,
maybe not pushed over by the wind, but
I mean it's like
Well, there's always something to help with it. There's there's a lot of different options. And that was one of the options they chose for that one, just like a style.
like literally a gap floor or two just to let wind pass through.
It is, yeah, because the buildings will sway, so it's to help with that. Like, there's this one building in China that has a really famous system where there's a giant metal ball hanging from steel cables, and then that ball is like the counter lever for the building swaying, and it's like on display as the center of the building.
That is awesome. There's also that building in Chicago where
same
I
thing
should know
keeps
the
me
name of these
balanced.
buildings. So when you're walking up to it and you look up, it curves outwards, like back towards the street. It has like a curved design.
One what also is really funny is, well, it's kind of, I'm like, I almost Googled it right now to check. I'm like, I remember, the whole argument in 9/11 that the third tower in the trade centers, like the building 7 or whatever, just randomly fell down.
Mhm.
I was also laughing. I'm like, I never did the math on this one because there was another plane that was attempted to be hijacked, and then they crashed it instead of it getting hijacked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was that the
Depends on
third
the
plane of that building?
Was that the what?
Was that the plane that was supposed to hit Building 7?
Oh.
No, that one was supposed to hit the White House.
Well,
Was
they-
it the White House? Oh,
Well, they never.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think they ever officially confirmed what it was supposed to hit.
Yeah.
It's
But-
some sort of rogue. No, that is a good point, though. Honestly, just being like, like
the third plane just couldn't. It didn't get hijacked. Or the plane crashed, and they're like, just blow the building anyway.
Yeah. I feel like if they targeted the Empire State Building, I do not know if the Empire State Building would go down like the way the Twin Towers did. Because if you ever seen the Empire State Building in person, it's like extremely like large base. Like it's
Same.
like fucking like, a city block. Yeah, for Jake's like same. I just keep walking into these. I'm just giving Jake just straight up batting practice here.
Give some more.
But,
Give me some more architectural insights that I can co-opt with penis comparisons.
I was gonna say the phrase beefy again, but then I knew that one I would already get roasted. But anyways, basically the Empire State Building is like really large base, like diameter,
wait.
square area.
Talk about how the balls keep the building intact again in China, please. I had one, but you guys were talking too much, so I couldn't say anything. Okay, I'll just say same again right now.
That actually is. We just keep talking about what are those things fucking called? Something symbol, phallic symbol. I forgot what it's called. I don't know. We went over in like English class. The way I keep describing the building sounds like a dick. Whatever that's called.
That's a phallic symbol.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I did that right. Okay. I learned something in that, right?
A phallus.
Phallus.
That's so funny.
I'm trying not
I'm
to get
still getting
drilled
shit on by people.
Dr. Robotnik right now. I'm playing Sonic 2, everybody. Sonic 2.
Oh, nice.
Sega Genesis.
That's the one that I played a few times. Those are really good games. Those older Sonic games.
So I remember my best friend growing up, still like my best friend, Chris, had a Sega, and we would try and get through the Sonic games. Because, Tails can be played by a second player, and Tails is, like, immortal. So you can kind of send him... It really only matters for, like, the boss fights. You basically send in Tails to, like, as the, to his doom, to his death. Drowns randomly.
Damn, that's a sad ending to Tails.
Yeah, well... He's got that many lives, poor guy. It's actually kind of traumatizing if you think about it when you're playing that character and you're just like constantly dying and then just like reappearing like a clone. Your pointless life. You get left behind, you drown, you just hear him dying in the background as a background character. And he just comes back.
Yeah, Sonic's an OG franchise.
I thought Sonic was so cool. I actually feel like Sonic is the quintessential, like, representation of 90s mascot. Like, because everybody was trying to copy Sonic in the 90s. Like, oh, he's gonna be so cool, and he's gonna have so much attitude, and so there was a bunch of, like, mascot platformers that tried to do that, like, make the next cool, hip, Awesome Possum, that kind of thing. You guys remember Awesome Possum?
Yeah, that TMNT, like those two combined, made it for a pretty anthropomorphic era in media.
Oh yeah, you're right, Cam. I think you're right. I bet you it was the Turtles that really set the trend earlier than that. Back in 87 or whatever. Yeah, you're right.
Bye, Dan.
What, Dan leave?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear him say anything.
You didn't. You just heard the Discord quits now.
Is Robert still here?
Hey, welcome back.
I'm in the hang of Battlefield 6 just a bit more now. Still getting shit on by 15-year-olds, though.
That's how I feel when I play games anymore, though. I don't play competitive like games anymore. It's too depressing.
Well, I feel like as long as it's not like a ranked, because nowadays there's that like huge takeoff of like ranked games and non-ranked games and stuff, like within the multiplayer PvP you're playing. So I feel like if you kind of get better on like the casual matches at like a normal time of day, like the competition won't be crazy. But they're definitely still in like or whatever.
You know, I think I was actually... Robert, was I with you guys when the Xbox 360 launched?
I think that was like around Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah. Because I feel like we were we were like on Call of Duty 2 like as soon as it came out and was being played online. I don't know if that rings a bell.
Yeah, well, the Xbox came out in November of whatever it was, 05 or 07 or something. So definitely that would make sense. That would add up to the holiday timeline.
I think it was 2006.
You were at our house playing it.
Yeah.
If not like right away, like
I remember us playing it, and like it was like at first we were like doing really well, and then I just remember it was like, oh yeah, we're dominating, or we're doing really well, and then it was like by like 3 hours later or 2 hours later, people had figured out like how to spawn, like how to camp all the levels, and like it was like you barely even spawn and you get sniped.
Yeah.
All right, we played Sonic 2.
Dude, that must have been legendary, being one of the first people to own an Xbox 360 and then playing like the new Call of Duty and Halo and shit.
It was wild. One of the only people in this entire neighborhood that got one.
For real, I was gonna say that was back in the day when console releases were actually exclusive. Like if you didn't get it, you didn't have it for like months. The only time that happened
accesses that were at the Rosemont Target.
Damn, 16.
Not like 12. And only 4 were the premium.
That is wild. And did you say you took like the very first spots in line because you're like, yeah, I'm getting the fucking premium ones?
We in line and we bought 4 premiums with the cash I had. I'd literally saved up the entire summer. I've been working for like 8 months, saving all this money up, and then bought all of them. But what's funny was we were the first 4 people in line, and we got tickets 1, 3, 5, 6, or like there were 2 missing. Like there was like like 1, 2, like no 3, then like 5, 6 or something. Like the store.
You're like, yo.
Probably
the
like
managers
sold them to somebody he knew, or like sold them to somebody.
For real.
Yeah, sold them, kept them, whatever. Like they were worth $1,000 at the time. Bought them for $350, and they were selling. I think I sold one of mine for like $800 or $900. And the lady came, and it was like a pretty well-to-do lady, and I was just in back playing my own Xbox with my own games, my own controllers. And the one kid came, and I'm like, hey, what game do you like to play? He's like, Madden. I'm like, oh yeah, we got Madden. I like tossed it on, like, hey, this is what it looks like. And we started playing, and we were kind of chilling for a minute as we were doing the exchange. And I'm like, yeah, this one's mine. There's another matching 360 just like this. Here it is. And his mom was like kind of asking some questions, or and we're kind of like, yeah, I worked my entire summer to buy all of these, and now I'm selling them at a profit to pay for my own Xbox. So I can basically get some of my money back, and like I should be able to come out of this with a free Xbox and free
Yeah,
games,
exactly.
and free chargers, free internet cables and stuff. Like it should pay for my Xbox endeavor. So I don't so I get some money back by doing this. I knew it was gonna be that hot of a device.
Yeah.
And she was so impressed that she just gave my mom an extra $50.
Damn, that's actually awesome. She's literally like, yeah, like young entrepreneur, like actually doing stuff instead of just being like, oh, I don't have any money or something when they're not even working.
Yeah, here's this kid who had his mom find an Xbox on eBay and come pay in cash, like dropping almost $1,000 on a console. Like, yeah, I worked the entire summer, then I slept outside of a building in a city over there.
Yeah, and then got my hands on one.
Locked in 4. Had 3 other people wait with me. Like, this didn't just happen.
Takes work.
Yeah, you went really hard.
Business to get this,
That is wild. I remember there was that plaque. I think we still have the plaque of the Xbox 360 Ultimate that you got. It was like one of the first ones ever sold because you literally got it the launch day. And I remember that was displayed in the basement for so long. I think it's still down there, just chilling.
It's down my slot machine. So I gotta move that, and I gotta clear out the desk area. I got the bins down there, but I just didn't bother clearing the stuff out yet.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was gonna say.
Wendy wants her computer monitor back, so I've been trying to find another monitor for down there.
Ah, got it. I was gonna say, I figured she'd want her monitor back at some point.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's taking out. Also, I'm looking for, I think I told you already, a TV remote. It's like an 8-inch by like 3-4 inch, like a pretty standard but like big sized remote. It's like a black Sony one. It's for the sound bar that she gave me the sound bar and the monitor and a couple other things. She's like, oh, here's this, but if me and Tommy break up, I'm gonna need the stuff back. And I'm just like, I mean, I'll take, but it's kind of more of a hassle than anything else. Like, no, like, are you giving it to me or not? Like,
right, yeah, that is tough when someone wants something back.
Theoretically back at some and I was like, okay. And then, so her and her boyfriend are splitting up, and he's moving out and taking some of the stuff with him that's his. And, so she wants the monitor back. But I'm like, you know what? I'll still take it, though, because that monitor was nice. And I figured you could use it for a while, even though I don't think you really did much. So it took us a while to find the power cord, and then you kind of adjusted to your room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I used it like a time or two, but shout out the laptop you gave me, man, because that's what I've been using in its place, so that laptop's fucking elite.
Yeah, we'll still get the desk cleared up, and we'll try to find you some monitors, and whatnot. So, let's do that, and I'll try to I forgot I have to do that. I'll try to make some time, and sometimes I'm just chilling.
Yeah, I could help with it too. Would be 100% appreciated for sure, because I definitely, the laptop and having the Mac up in my room is sweet, but yeah, having like multiple screens between my laptop and like my, another screen too, that definitely makes it nice.
Okay.
I am now playing Golden Axe. Did you guys ever play Golden Axe?
Golden Eye?
Golden Axe. 2D beat 'em up.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Hell yeah. Sega.
It's pretty mediocre, honestly. But you want to play 2 games together with somebody, you didn't have many options. Or a 2-player game, I mean.
Did any James Bond games come out on the Sega?
I don't know. Probably.
I'd have to Google that.
Oh, Jake, I ordered a massage chair.
Whoa, really? From where?
That one deals website I track, but it's an Osaki. It's a Japanese brand, and I'm pretty pumped. I was hoping it was going to be here by now, but it should be shipping soon. It's like a 3 to 5 day transit, so I should have it by next Monday.
How much does it? How much was it?
Yeah, well, they range. This one I got on clearance for $1,000.
Okay, yeah, because I've seen them like sometimes they're like $5,000.
Yeah, the MSRP on this, like if you buy it from Home Depot, it's $5,600. But like they have some on Amazon and Newegg and stuff for like 2,000. I think like 1,800 is the lowest I saw. So I got, and that's like on like those clear out websites or whatever. Then I got it for 1,000 on this other deal website I found.
Nice.
So yeah,
I-
I give it a shot. I'm hoping that even if I don't like it, I could probably try to flip it on Facebook Marketplace for at least the amount of money I paid for it.
Right? Yeah, if you don't like it. I got one of those massage guns. It's been helping a little bit with my back.
I love those. I use that on my feet after playing volleyball.
Yeah, I was like, I'm skeptical of that type of stuff, and then I'm like, used it. I'm like, did that work?
No, it's real. It's real.
It's real. It's real, folks.
Mhm.
All right, I played Golden Axe. Just play that with my friend Chris back in the day. What else?
Shout out, Chris.
Shout out. What else we got? Going back to the Game Boy. All right. I know there's some live memories of the OG Game Boy, right?
Yeah.
Cam. Oh,
Good old
Cam.
Advance Wars. No, that was Game Boy Advance.
That was Game Boy Advance. What? Did they not? They didn't put the Pokemon games on here. That's criminal. Let's see. Alright, well, I'm gonna play... Where is it? Super Mario Land. So this is like old school. Looks like you're playing it on a calculator.
So is it just emulating a Game Boy?
Pretty much, yeah.
What does the screen look like? Or actually, I guess I could just look at the screen. Oh, nice. That actually is pretty cool. It's the green and it's like the green tint one.
Yes, it sure
Oh,
is.
you just got hit by a Goomba.
No, not yet. He's coming. Alright, so... Circa 1998... Or maybe, I think it was 98. Me and Michael both got Game Boy Colors for Christmas.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, I think it was like, what's that?
Was that like the Christmas Eve party or something?
I don't know. But I know we both got Game Boy Colors, and it was like coordinated kind of. And like I think we both got Zelda Link's Awakening DX, which was like the Game Boy Color launch game. And then we both got a different game. I got Super Mario Land, which is this game, and he got like a game card like Gargoyle's Quest or something, I think. Or no, he got like Godzilla or something. He got like a Godzilla game of some kind.
Damn, that's awesome, actually.
Yeah. We both got... Yeah.
That was Game Boy, the black and white ones, right? Not Game Boy Color?
No, it was Game Boy Color.
Oh, that is a Game Boy Color. Damn, that's wild. I didn't know they had them back then.
Yeah, back in '98. It was like it launched that year.
Ah, so they were both very new.
Yeah, it was like the... It was funny because I remember going to a KB Toys and I wanted to get a Gamecom. I don't know if you guys definitely don't remember Gamecom because it existed for all of like a couple months before it failed. And like I think like the guy at the store like they were like on clearance even then, and I think the guy at the store was like, Game Boy Color's coming out in a few months, just get that. He was like, don't buy this, it's shit. And it was shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was like, don't buy the Game Boy Color's coming out, get that. He was right.
That's so funny.
I was susceptible
Yeah, it must have been so awesome to have a Game Boy Color right when it came out. Those things actually were really fun. I was playing those even when the DSs became a thing. I was still playing my Game Boy.
Yeah. Like, this game is considered a classic, but it really is not that great. there's something about the physics of like the mechanics that is not Mario correct, accurate. Like the way the momentum works, the way the falling works, it's just not the same.
Jake, do you hear me? Is that why you keep falling in those holes?
Yep, that's why. It's not because I suck. It just doesn't have quite the same feel, that's all. Like they had another Super Mario Land game that came out later, which feels a lot more like a Mario game. Did you guys ever play those games on your TI-83 calculators?
No, I never bothered to do it. The teachers were so on top of that, it was insane.
Yeah.
That really?
They were, yeah, like it was like they were inspecting for drugs. Like,
Yeah. Well, I
That's funny.
remember. I know for a fact, not me. I was totally against cheating. But I know for a fact that kids in my high school math classes programmed the answers to exams onto their calculators.
That's funny as hell.
It was because there was like, I'm pretty sure our math teacher like used like the same exact exams every single year. And
Oh, so it was just like a test bank that she basically pulled from, and you'd know exactly what the answers were.
yeah. Not me, because I didn't do it, but other people.
It's alright, everyone uses ChatGPT now anyways.
Yeah, right.
That's so fun. No, that actually is wild. I remember though, writing the notes on your hand was a cheeky thing to do sometimes, but definitely programming it into your calculator is kind of next level.
Yeah, so that's probably what they were looking for. All right.
just shows.
What's that?
It shows resourcefulness.
Exactly. It's preparing you for the real world.
Yeah, because in the
That
real
is
world,
funny.
you can know the answers ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know what the question?
Oh man, Robert, they got every Mega Man game on Game Boy. All right. Anybody got a favorite Game Boy game they remember that I should pop in?
Does it give you access to all games?
No, not all of them. Mostly
Donkey
none.
Some of them though.
Which one?
3 is the banger.
What?
Golf was pretty cool.
Mario Golf?
Metroid 2.
Yeah.
These are good games. The tank one looks familiar. Kind of Blaster Master.
Yeah, that was an NES game that got ported to the Game Boy Color.
Tetris.
I should play Tetris, since I never really played it.
Surprisingly hard.
But the soundtrack is to die for.
So, fun fact, you know, Tetris, right, was invented by a Russian guy, right?
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Oh, it's in a movie?
Yeah, it actually is, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Well, then I have nothing to teach you.
No, I don't remember everything though. What's up?
Well, so when you listen to Tetris music, right, it sounds like super Russian, right? Because like dun 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 dun. Can you imagine somebody doing that, like that Russian dance to that? You know?
Yeah, like the bouncing off the ground and like kicking their legs out.
Yeah, exactly.
The Rasputin dance from the Just Dance video games.
Oh, this isn't the music at all.
I'm gonna listen to the Twitch, see if I can hear it.
It's
That's
not.
it. Just trying to hear it.
It's not. It's not the right. It's not the music. All right, hold on.
This isn't official Tetris. This is knockoff Tetris.
Guess so.
Doesn't even give you the cool music. What a shame.
I know.
That's really sad.
It's like the most famous jingle ever.
Far right. I forgot we're on delay.
Yeah, you'd have to predict it about 6 seconds
Oh, this looks
ahead.
like Hero.
No! Alright, this game sucks.
Did you ever try Tetris 99?
I don't think so.
That one was pretty funny. Tetris Battle Royale.
What?
Really?
Tetris Battle Royale?
Can
Yep.
I slip it in there? No, you can't. Shoot. Oh boy.
Oh, Jake.
I'm in control.
No, I want to play Tetris.
Now you want to play?
This is funny.
And the music changes when it gets higher. Oh no. Oh, that was a mistake. You don't get many of those long ones.
Yeah, it's not called Hero for nothing.
Oh, son of a... No!
Now you need a hero.
Oh no. Oh, that's it. Oh no. Rewind! I'm just kidding. The music is sad and tragic now. Well, that was fun. Alright, I played Tetris. Let's see what they got on Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance games.
There's Tetris on my phone. I can play for free.
Hey, I'm pretty sure this is the one system that I think we all had, right? Did we all have a Game Boy Advance at some point?
Nope.
Cam, you didn't have a Game Boy Advance? Oh, you had a DS, I
My
think.
first video games was the Wii.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, Cam.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought your family didn't really do game systems for a long time.
Yeah, that was a hard rule in the house for a very long time. No games whatsoever.
Damn, that's wild, actually. So there was just no like game system at the house growing up, or until like your teenage, early tween teenage years, basically.
Yeah, basically, that was like high school.
Oh right, because the Wii came out in like 2007 or 8 or something, maybe after.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's wild. I remember you guys had the Wii really early and like brought it to the cottage and stuff, and I was like, hell yeah.
I think it might have been me. I know I brought it up to the cottage. But Cam too.
Yeah, I
probably.
feel like we all liked bringing the Wii's and stuff up
We
there.
probably both did it at some point. Because then I brought it up, and then Brad really liked Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Game Boy Advance.
Guitar Hero definitely got a lot of hours up there.
Let's go. I don't know. They ought to start releasing DS games on here. Is what they really got to do. Because I've seen attachments where they're like, oh, you can attach it, and you can hold the Switch from the parallel or horizontally or whatever, so you could play DS games like dual screen games like that. Maybe. All right, I'm looking at the mature N64 games. Let's see how mature we're talking here.
Sounds so bizarre.
Yeah. Perfect Dark, here it is, folks.
Oh yeah, best game.
So, for the longest time, I considered this to be like my favorite game. And it is a really good game. But doesn't quite hold up that well as a first-person shooter.
Yeah, controls don't hold up.
Yeah.
Man, Perfect Dark Zero was such a disappointment.
Oh yeah, that was like, and that was the big Xbox launch game, Xbox 360 launch
Yeah,
game.
it was one of the big Xbox launch games.
Like
It flopped so hard because they decided, hey, we're gonna make movement speed the main balancing knob. So if you have a gun that's mildly powerful, you're gonna move at a snail's pace.
Yeah, I remember. No offense, Robert, but yeah, when you guys got that game on launch, and like I was so excited for it because Perfect Dark would have been my favorite game ever.
I remember it.
And I remember playing like Perfect Dark Zero for no joke. I think we played it for like 20 minutes or something, or 30 minutes, and I just remember like being like, "Wow, this is not like good."
Yeah, I think it was a little bit longer than that, but yeah, it was like a very short amount of time before everyone's just like, "No, this is literally too bad."
Yeah, and it
If
was,
it was just normal bad, we would suffer through it, but this is just way too bad.
and it's funny because I remember the reviews at the time were kind of like one of the magazines that I read, which I trusted, and it was like basically two of the reviewers were like, "Oh yeah, it's like a 9 out of 10," and another guy was like, "It's an 8 out of 10" or whatever, and then the third guy was like, "I don't know what game you guys are playing, but," he was like, "I don't understand why you guys think this is good." He gave it like a 6 or something, and and the funny thing is, it was something about, I don't know, like the feel of it. It felt wonky to move around. It was just weird.
Oh, now I remember what game I was thinking of. Time Splitters 2. For whatever reason, Tom and I played a ton of that game.
Time Splitters 2 is good. I had that one on GameCube. That was actually made. That game was made by guys who were on the GoldenEye N64 team and like split off and made their own company, I think, or something like that. Some of their designers, developers. God, single stick first person shooter controls, man. It feels so weird now.
See,
Like-
this is where sailing the high seas is even better because people have made modern control schemes for it.
Like it's funny, there actually was a dual control stick setup for Perfect Dark, which I didn't know about. But you can actually go in and change the settings even on the original N64 game so that you're holding two N64 controllers at the same time. Huh?
That would be cool.
Yeah, I never tried it at the time. I didn't even know it was an option, but yeah, there is a dual stick setting.
Just remember playing this with you a lot, and you'd always farsight me through the whole map.
Oh yeah, the Farsight was the most unfair, like, cheating weapon in the game. It had like a mode that would seek out any player, and it could see through walls.
Yep. Wall hacks, one-hit kill sniper. Good old laptop gun.
Oh, yeah. I could have sworn I saw that maybe they were trying to work on a new one of these games, a new Perfect Dark game.
I would be surprised. That'd be cool though. Because I don't think any game has really done secondary and tertiary fire anywhere near as cool as Perfect Dark.
Yeah, it definitely is. That was definitely one of the cooler things that it had going for it.
Funniest thing in the game growing up, the N-bomb. Literally throw an N-bomb at people.
I never thought about that. I never thought about that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna throw an N-bomb at you.
Oh, shot, I'm gonna drop an N-bomb.
He's dropping an N-bomb. Okay, for those not in the know, yeah, and I totally did not ever think about that, Cam, until you just said it. Poor innocent me, up until age. I turned this game on. Well, I didn't use an N-bomb, but I turned this on every couple of years. I've turned this game on, and I never thought about that until just now. There's a grenade that you can get in the game called an N-bomb, which I think is short for like a neuron bomb or something maybe. And it just disorients you and stuff. Let's see if I'll find it in the combat simulator. Maybe they changed the name of it.
I just remember every time I saw it, I would think, man, they really called it that, didn't they?
Yeah. They renamed it to the Redskins. Alright, let's see if they got it. Custom. It's an alphabetical order. Oh, you know what, Cam? I think you have to unlock the weapons.
Oh, that could be. Because I don't see Super Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have
I mean,
to...
there's probably a cheat code for it if those work.
Yeah. Wonder how I am... Oh man, I forgot about these. I have to Google that one. Oh, and the other thing that was really cool about this game that was like really original was like that it's like, oh yeah, I mean, I would bet that probably a lot of people didn't even know you could like exit that first menu and wander around the building like this. Because then you can go down here to the firing range. Like, I'm in the firing range right now. And you're like, oh yeah, and you earn medals for targeting stuff. Yay. Bronze. And it's like you have to get like... It's crazy how hard these get to earn. Like, I remember working on it for a while because what you earn by getting all the medals is you earn the guns from GoldenEye. So all the classic guns from GoldenEye, first-person shooter. But I don't know if that's how you earn the right to drop the N-bomb. The other thing that was really cool, even though it's like definitely not fair. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, here's all the cheat codes you can earn. Classic weapons. All guns in solo. Dang, they're just letting me have that. Pretty sure you used to have to earn that one. Alright, well, let me try that. Cheat solo mission. Well, I got a lot of guns now. Alright, how do I... Alright, Cam, I got all the guns. They're in alphabetical order. There it is! is. There it is. The N bomb. You're right. Still, they didn't make any corrections. Oh, I don't have any. Dang, I can't drop any N bombs. Why would they give me the weapons, but then I don't have the ability to... They don't have any ammo for the weapons. That's a bit of a...
Yeah, like you have to go get an ammo box or something.
If only there was an inappropriate word that I could use to describe when something is cheap. Sorry, that's a bit of a deep cut.
Yeah.
Don't.
You'll have to enlighten me. I can't imagine
No.
what you're talking about.
Don't dig into it.
No, I won't. I know. I had a few jokes lined up there, but I'm like, we're not gonna start the unrolling.
We're moving past the bomb part now. We're past it. We've exhausted the content, I think. But good eye, Cam. Thanks for bringing that one back. Oh man, I loved this gun in GoldenEye. The Stovey or something, I think it was called.
Oh, now you are playing GoldenEye?
No, but I have GoldenEye weapons.
Oh, that's awesome.
I loved these guns. And it was also bitchin' because you would get to the archives level, and it was like one of the only levels, I think it was the only level where you got to dual wield pistols in GoldenEye. And you're just going to town on like a freaking room full of dudes with these pistols. One of the coolest moments in the game, for sure. Because this gun's got some kick. It's got some kick.
Straight shitting on him. I remember when we would do those Fortnite custom games. Those were actually fun. Just memeing.
Oh, you know what one of the coolest things was in this game though that I just remembered just now. I haven't thought about it in forever. They designed a level, and keep this in mind. The Matrix came out. The movie The Matrix came out in 1999. This game came out in the year 2000. They put a level, probably at the last minute. They put a level in the multiplayer game that was based on the assault scene in The Matrix when they go into the room with all the pillars. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Matrix? Hello?
Sorry, was that?
Well, the pillars start getting destroyed with the airport security sort of thing, and that one part of the building.
Yeah. So, that was pretty cool. That was awesome when you unlock that level for multiplayer. I would with my friends, we would go to that level, turn on the slow motion mode, and assign weapons that were like the ones they used in the Matrix, and then just kill a bunch of computer characters. Simpler times.
Because they're not real people.
Yes, exactly. And now I'm dual wielding Clobs. I don't know if you guys remember the Clob from GoldenEye, but it was like the worst gun in the entire game by far. Guys could take like 20 shots from the Clob.
A Clob?
Yeah. I mean, look at the spread on this thing. It's like a shotgun. Like it's like lighting up the hallway. It like creates it's gonna like create an outline of this guy. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's fine. I'm seeing a 30-second delay.
You got them all eventually. The club. Nah, I'm not waiting for that shit. Is Jen still with us?
Yeah, I've just been muted. I can't stop sneezing.
Oh,
This
really?
might be the end, guys.
You think
He's
you're gonna
doing hypes.
die from a sneezing attack?
Death by yeah. You've never heard of that?
No.
Yeah, me
What
either.
if you're standing next to something really tall and you have a sneezing attack? Then you could fall.
Could fall. Probably would fall. What if they're really hard sneezes and I'm standing next to a fragile plate glass window? And I just slice
Exactly.
myself to death. You get it.
Sneezing attacks kill 20,000 people a year. No, I'm completely making up that stat.
More than dog. You know what? It's safer to fly in an airplane than it is to sneeze. That's what I heard
Probably.
statistically.
What if you sneeze on an airplane? Then what?
Oh, jeez, don't do that.
Yeah, and you're parlaying the risk.
You're just asking for trouble, man. Certain death.
Practically begging for it. There.
All right, I'm trying to find the next game to go down memory lane. Oh, you know what? You know what mode Perfect Dark had that like no games have at all, which is so cool. They have a counter-operative mode where one guy is the secret agent and the other guy is a guard in the building who's just like randomly respawn as one of the guards. And then you have like no health and you just die instantly, and then when you die, you just respawn as another guard. And it's actually pretty cool. There's like no games that have a mode like that.
You know, you and I played that once or twice. That was a weird mode.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's not balanced at all. But it's interesting though, at least.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Left 4 Dead.
Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead has that. Yeah, where somebody respawns as a zombie. You guys respawn as zombies. All right. Did they not put Smash Brothers on the... Smash Brothers on here? It's gotta be, right? How are they not gonna put Smash Brothers? What? Nintendo?
Check under mature games.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because of all the fighting. It's T for teen. How they not
know.
put Smash Brothers on the N64 option? That's ridiculous. Jen, are you talking right now?
No.
Oh, were you sneezing?
No, I was making probably a little squeak noise because I got sort of ambushed. Really just wasn't paying attention behind myself.
One of your cats?
No. A creature. Not in real life. In video game life.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, is there just like a haunting in your house or something? I was like, what do you mean,
I left the
creature?
back door open. It's full of possums now.
Yeah.
I'm being murdered right now.
Fox may be in my house right now.
Talk amongst yourselves.
What are you playing, Jen?
Still Bioshock 2.
Oh, right, you said that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Still a
right.
little
That's a fun
nostalgia of
game.
my own. It is. Except I keep
Bioshock in general was an
dying.
awesome series.
More challenging than it seemed. At least, I wouldn't say I'm particularly skilled at this shit, but I always found it like the limited resource capacity was, and like you can't craft anything. There's nothing that you can do except, look for first aid kits if you're dying. I guess that's not really uncommon, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's I was gonna say. Bioshock definitely. I feel like, yeah, that was definitely like a medium to high difficulty game for me. Like, you can't just run through it.
Which is what I like to do. I like to play very recklessly.
Yeah.
If I can't shoot it in the face or bludgeon it, I'm probably like I don't have the patience for stealth or sniping.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
some of those
sniping.
games where you have to go really slow and stealthy, I'm like, okay, sometimes it's fun if it's realistic, but other times it can be annoying.
Right. It's also a major character flaw for me, personally.
Hmm.
Lack of patience. And stealth.
And skill.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
It's like, I want that Metal Gear Solid, where I just shoot people a bit, crawl around in some boxes.
Jen.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Jen.
the right combo of stealth.
Jen. Sorry.
What?
I was doing the Metal Gear Solid screaming when you die. You know, when he's like, Snake, Snake, Snake. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Classic.
All right, I'm now playing Blaster Master, which I have never played. I appear to be some type of tank that is shooting stuff. Ow. Jesus. Ow. So here's a fun fact about Nintendo, right? Remember how you're saying they're really protective of their IPs?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's definitely true. It's got them into some trouble, business-wise. So, with the regular Nintendo, the original Nintendo NES, they were literally like the only game in town. So every company had to they put limits on how many games companies could publish. They put they would make them get approval and stuff. They also had them artificially make games harder so they would take longer to beat. They had so much. During the Nintendo Entertainment System era, they had so much control over the games that got put on the NES, and that's whenever there became competition between Sega and Sony, and they were much looser with restricting companies on content.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nintendo's always been super serious about that. They always make the jokes that a little kid that's sick or something is just making their own Mario costume, and then Nintendo's just all right, cease and desisting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the last time you do that, and not just because you're dead.
Yeah, for real. They're we're gonna get you before then. No, yeah, they definitely always have been very serious about that. It is interesting, the new Nintendo World that's at Universal Studios. I saw that. I was like, that's an interesting collab they did.
Yeah, I want to go soon.
I would love to go to that. That thing, it actually looks so amazing. I think it costed something like $700 million or $1 billion to build or something. I was like, holy cow.
Okay. I have made it to the... Wait, is there a... Oh, what the hell? Oh! That's cool. I'm a little guy.
Somebody please clip that.
For real. Chat, clip that.
I mean, I had no idea. You can get out of your little tank and I'm like a little dude. Okay. Huh. This game is legit. All right, Blaster Master, you're good. You're a good game. It's like Halo. Vehicle. It's got vehicle combat. For some reason, I can't put my gun in my left hand. I mean, this is definitely some cool progress for a this game, because it's like I was in a tank and I was driving around, and then I was able to get out of my little tank, and now I'm like doing a on the ground assault mission. This is an NES game, folks. What will they think of next? Oh, a big floating head. He's coming after me. Ah! Ah! Danny, have you ever seen an NES and like played one in real life?
Yeah, I think I've played that one a couple times. I definitely played N64 a lot. I'm googling what the NES looks like. I think I did play this one once. They apparently sell something at GameStop called a Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition. That's interesting. Probably like a remake of the retro console.
Yeah, I think actually, it was more than 10 years ago now, but I think technically Nintendo lost like the copyright on the actual like console itself. So I think it was possible to actually just make your own if you wanted to.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, it's the one that had the A and the B button, and then like select start and a D-pad.
Yeah, first console with the D-pad.
Oh, I actually, yeah, I've definitely played these games. It might have been the NES
Jesus.
that I played at my brother Michael's house back in the day, because him and his wife had a bunch of like retro games from way back in the day, and I think the console itself was like an original as well. It's probably worth a little bit of money for sure.
Jesus.
It's actually working. But yeah, no, I remember playing that. That was like the OG games.
Guys, this old
Mario
school
1,
shit
2,
is
3.
hard.
What is?
This old school shit.
Harder than you remember it being, too, isn't it?
No, I remember it sucking at it then, but I never played this game. I'm a master of time and space, and I still can't defeat a frickin' boss. I think I'm figuring it out, though. And I died. No! Dude. Fucking die!
Oh,
Not you guys.
thanks. After that whole sneezing thing, I thought, you know.
This reminds me of Battletoads all over again. Oh! He knows my weakness. Diagonals. Why can't I shoot diagonally? If I can only shoot diagonally.
What a strange week.
I'm the worst superhero ever. Just to come at him at an angle. They call him Goat Eye. You like that one, Jen?
A little too much, I think. God damn.
Ah. Yes! Ah. Sound of victory. I remember one Christmas, Grandma, or maybe it wasn't Christmas, I had a birthday, I don't know. But Grandma went to Funko Lands and bought a oh shit. She bought me Dr. Mario for the NES, and I played it and I was like, I don't like that. And she returned it and got me a different game. And she got me Kiwi Craze, which is a really obscure game that no one's ever heard of, but it's actually really solid. You play as a kiwi, and you shoot your little arrows at stuff. But you guys already knew that.
Are we talking like New Zealanders or tiny fruits?
No, we're talking about the birds, the kiwis. You're wrong on both
Oh my-
accounts.
How could I overlook that?
Nah, you just go around the game as a bunch of New Zealanders. You're a
No,
you're a
listen, what if
Pacific
you're the bird?
Islander.
But you're in New Zealand and you shoot the fruits.
I think the game
By
does
which I mean
take
the fruits are your ammunition.
the game does take place in New Zealand.
Well, I mean that makes sense,
Yeah.
given the bird. But if only the bird.
But I didn't
Just-
know. When I played the game. I didn't know what New Zealand was, and you just see the overworld map, and you're like, okay, whatever. I'm just playing on weirdly shaped Italy.
How dare you? It's so much more than that.
I'm gonna get a tattoo on both legs, one of Italy and one of New Zealand. And I'm gonna get a tattoo of Michigan on my hand. You don't even want to know where I'm gonna get a tattoo of Florida. Hey, I got a fun question for everybody. If everybody can hear me.
What's up?
What is there a time that you remember saying something like in class when you were in school and like everybody laughed?
Like in a good way or bad way?
A good way. Let's do the good way.
Oh no.
Or like something funny that maybe like just everybody laughed about it in general. That happened.
I think.
I have a sort of semi-bad way one. Like I didn't. Okay, so we just moved to Germany, and I was starting 4th grade, and of course, you know, it's a Department of Defense school, and they were teaching, I mean, German, obviously, because we lived there, and then we were doing a chapter, a learning session or whatever on like fests, so like Oktoberfest or just like Germans love a good fest. And every festival that you go to will have a shooting gallery, obviously. You know, just little games to play. And the German word for shooting gallery is Schießbude. And you pronounce the combination of I and E or E and I very specific ways in Germany. So EI is I and IE is E. And so instead of saying Schießbude, I said Scheißbude, which translates to a shitting parlor instead of a shooting parlor.
No.
And everybody in the class laughed. And we were new there. I didn't know the German swears yet. And so I had no idea what was going on. And I was really embarrassed. But then the teacher explained it to me in the most delicate way possible. And I learned the German word for shit that day.
No, that is funny. Yeah, because Scheisse means shit.
Yeah,
dude. It's like
exactly.
Scheisse.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, that's actually a hilarious story. And it was probably funny for all the students, too. Like, it wasn't, like,
Yeah.
too bad of a moment. Like, it's just like, okay, this is, you know, a light way to have a funny thing
Yeah.
happen.
And nobody could get mad. Like, I couldn't get in trouble because I had no idea. And it's an easy mistake to make, but shitting parlor is not something that I would want to visit at a fest, probably.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, what's the shitty parlor? Like the porta potties or something?
Porta potties gone totally wrong. Porta
That's
potties
so
at
funny.
Oktoberfest.
That's hilarious.
Stuck with me for all this time.
Actually, obviously, I didn't think about it enough, but I don't know if I have one. I mean, I know it. Don't get me wrong. I know it happened. But. Oh. There was a
I
guy.
actually loved visiting Germany. Germany's awesome. Sorry,
It's
I just
awesome.
randomly
I mean,
remembered that.
it has its moments, for sure.
Exactly, like every country, it's like there's gonna be some good and bad things about it. But I've visited there for about 3 weeks of my life, and beautiful country. Ich liebe
Yeah.
Deutschland.
Aw. Yeah, I would definitely go back. I almost stayed.
They've got a good system. They got a pretty good system. It's like they kind of figured out healthcare pretty well. They've got like public transportation, walkable cities and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Trains run on time.
I know. Yeah. I was gonna say, I know the people that live there for sure had some things to complain about the system. Like, you know, every country's gonna have some little nuances.
Yeah.
I feel like every country in the world probably has that happen, though.
I mean, what is it? You can't please all the people all the time. You can only please half of the people half of the time, so you might as well just please yourself. I don't remember. There's some saying.
No, that's for sure, and they're very close to it, because I feel like it's like, yeah, there's always going to be kind of an opposing side.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Somebody
the famous,
dissatisfied with the status quo.
I think it was Lincoln who's like, you can't
Yeah.
lie. You can lie to some of the people some of the time. Oh,
You
they're
can fool
like,
some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time.
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
That's the Lincoln one.
That was before the internet.
Then you
Yeah.
can fool all the people whenever you feel like it.
What he
Lincoln
didn't
was
tell
honestly
us.
based as hell.
what he didn't tell us was that sometimes the people who thought they were definitely the most certain about not being fooled were the ones who were the most being fooled. That's a odd
Preach.
thing that we have
True.
discovered with the internet.
Got my little beat snaps going for you on that one.
Oh, did you snap your fingers?
I snapped my fingers. I'm narrating my physical
poetry.
action.
We're doing a poetry reading here. You want to doing a poetry
Little
slam?
bit. Some slam poetry, please. Say it passionately and say it. Make it rhyme, but
Okay.
not always. Make it occasionally rhyme.
I went to an open mic the other day that had some kind of poetry slash maybe it might not have been slam poetry. It might have just been poetry in general. But it was actually really cool. It was just like an open mic. My buddy was doing some comedy, and then someone hopped on there and did some cool poetry.
Was he funny?
The comedy was pretty funny. Yeah, it was like kind of just he had a pretty good routine. It was kind of moving through like just normal life stuff, like Starbucks lines. I think he compared like a large Starbucks order to like basically like a really long like football call, where the quarterback's saying like 10 different things.
Not wrong.
I know, right? That one got me laughing. It was kind of some like a couple of jokes about him like being Italian or like living in Chicago and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. He literally has it on his TikTok, so I could go through and remember everything, but it was definitely fun.
Should take that joke international. Starbucks orders are like quarterback audibles. You know what
For
I'm
real.
saying? Know what I'm saying, Germany?
Germany actually has a surprising amount of fans of like football. There's a few cities that have like a pro
Yes.
team. It's basically like it's not like NFL, but it's like people are a fan of it.
They
Did you
also,
notice that?
at least when I was there, they were big football or there were like little pockets of football fans, but they were passionate football fans. They typically base that passion on the city and their knowledge of the city more than the team's performance. So I don't know if that has changed. You get a lot of fans of like LA or New York or, not a whole lot of Baltimore fans. at the
Yeah,
time.
no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like they're kind of like, this is just my favorite team or whatever because I know more about the city.
Yeah, or just like the more notorious high-performing teams. So somebody with a really famous quarterback, I almost said, a quarterback.
Quarterback
Like a
sounds
Brett
delicious.
Favre, for example. Doesn't it?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I was in Ireland, and when I was in Ireland on a trip, and I saw like a guy wearing a Pacers hat, an Indiana Pacers hat. I was like, "Oh shoot, are you from Indianapolis?" He's like, "No," he was Irish or something, and he was like, "No, my daughter studies in the United States," and I was like, "In Indianapolis?" And I don't think it was any. Or he's like, "Yeah, are they any good?" I'm like, "No, not really." I was.
That's so
He had,
funny.
he had no idea at all, like any of it. He just had a Pacers hat on randomly. Daughter just grabbed him Pacers hat, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of that.
funny.
Stuff like that. It is pretty fun.
Like I'm just gonna show up, like I'm wearing a Manchester United shirt. You British person. Oh, you like Manchester United? No, what the hell is that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, what are you talking about?
What are you
guy?
talking about? Indianapolis?
That's so funny.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
The Jets are not a good football team this year.
Dude, there's 0-6.
Yeah, they're 0-6, and Justin Fields, and I'm not saying it's his fault, obviously the team in general is just struggling, but he started the first half with negative passing yards.
Not a good look.
It's like, how does that happen?
I saw a meme about that where like you reader at home had more passing yards than Justin Fields did in the first half or whatever.
Yeah, that's I saw. And they were playing in London too. I'm like, those fucking poor people think that's what football is. A 13-11 win. That had to have been. I don't know if that was a scoregami, but there cannot be that many games that ended in 13-11. It's such an odd score. The 40-40 Packers tie was a scoregami, actually.
What is a scoregami? I don't know.
A score that has never occurred before in the history of the NFL.
Oh,
6
there's never been a 40-40 tie.
Nope. Maybe not. It might take into account all of football, but it at least takes into account all of the NFL history. Like, not just Super Bowl era, like dating back to when they were wearing like leather helmets or no helmets. But yeah, the scoregami, I think it's like a fucking bet you can make now. It's like, will this game end in a scoregami? Like, 20-1 odds or 30-1 odds or whatever.
How many?
But,
how many possible scores have there not been?
I could Google it. We've hit like a dozen or 2 dozen scoregamis the past couple years. One season actually had like a crazy amount of scoregamis. Like it covered like the last quarter of what was left.
'Cause, I mean, I know there's a lot of possibilities, but
How many scoregamis are left in the NFL? Well, because you got to realize how many games end in the same score. Like I mean, how many 20 to 17s, 28 21s, 21 to 13s have there been? Probably a lot. 27-20, that's a really common one.
27-20.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and then just 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. Let me see. There have been over 1,000 different scores of NFL history. The number of new scoregamis is limited by the number of score combinations. Oh, the 2025 season has already had several scoregamis, the most recent one occurring with the 40-40 tie. Well, that wasn't answering my question at all, though. Maybe I'll chat GBT it instead of Google, see if it gives me anything more concrete. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. But yeah, so the Bears might actually be good this year. I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but
No, the Bears are always good enough to get your hopes up, and then they end up sucking. That's how they operate.
basically.
That's their modus operandi.
It's so funny. That is their specialty.
All right, guys. Ended up staying on quite a while. I really got
Yeah, I
into
was
this
gonna say, we have-
Blaster Master game. But I'm probably gonna go for the night.
Nice.
good time to
Yeah,
hop
that
off.
was a fun time, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, you guys
Night.
too. Good night. Thanks for commenting and chatting. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah, see you guys soon.